Last we left off, aboard the Iron Dreadnought, you had made your way into the Astral Sea in search of an ancient power stripped from time. You've been employed to retrieve this powerful relic for the Archdevil of Kenya as a key part in a plan to dethrone the King of Hell. As you set your course across the Star Sea, you encountered a psychic storm that buffeted your ship and your crew and yourselves, sending you off course, and had Lavender not been able to jump in and pilot the Dreadnought, could have ended far worse. The next few days of travel across the stars were far less eventful as the expanse of space unfolded before you. A minor bump in the road came as an aberrant creature of the sea attempted to attack the arcane cores that power the Dreadnought, but you quickly bested it and continued on your journey until the stars of the sea began to grow sparse and a well of darkness approached. Like the sea itself grew thin, and void-like black was all that remained. Into the darkness you sailed, through shadow and emptiness for a time before a faint shape began to illuminate the horizon, this gray amongst the black. As you grew closer, this gray expanse grew in all directions, the seemingly sourceless fog that you headed directly towards and then pushed within. After traveling for only a few minutes, you began to see things taking shape in the fog, humanoid bodies adrift, warships and small astral skiffs sundered and destroyed. As the tensions grew within your party, a beacon of golden light suddenly erupted ahead of you, the point of the ship. From this miniature sun, a humanoid shape floated amongst the fog, massive white wings outstretched and silhouetted in the light that this body exudes, and a voice called out, "Halt! By the virtue of the Bastions, you may go no further. Turn back your vessel now, lest you find eternal peace amongst the stars." You feel the Dreadnought begin to slow as Gambino brings it to a slow crawl, still gently drifting forward, more on momentum than anything. As you approach this figure, currently about 150 feet from the front point of the ship, the front, whatever the point of the ship is called, to the Dreadnought. And that's where we begin today.
Oh my god, does this guy think that I know how to drive this thing, that I could just stop it all of a sudden, that I can just like turn off course? This is fucking crazy.
Well, that's why Gambino's driving.
Oh yeah, you're so right.
You call out and your voice just seems to echo, and it's like echoing in like a vast cavern, and it feels weird, like there shouldn't be an echo to space, and yet here it feels there's something odd about this entire space. And you notice too this celestial being's voice also had that same tone, and he just returns saying, "One last chance. Turn back or find only death."
The Platinum Dragon speaks to us. I'm a champion of Melora and the Summer Queen. We are the Fate-sworn Reborn. My friend wields the dagger of the Raven Queen. I myself, you can see, have the Warden of the Fae, again, a champion of Melora and the Summer Queen. We walked with a daughter of Pelor before. We mean you no harm. We only wish to protect the knowledge you guard.
Make a persuasion check.
That was pretty good. Okay.
26.
Okay. The ship, the Dreadnought, just ever so gently still cresting forward, just based purely on momentum. You can feel like the cores have slowed. The Dreadnought is still, and yet it kind of just gently drifts forward, cresting within 100 feet or so of this being who has yet to move one way or the other. And to your comment, seems to kind of shake this head, and you can see a little bit more detail of this larger than maybe about 10 feet tall, roughly, clad in white, kind of silken looking robes, the massive angelic wings of this seemingly kind of gold skinned face with like pure white hair that long and tangles down around a rather muscular looking male frame. To which he says, "Be that as it may, I stand as guardian, and you can go no further." especially with the scent of demon and fiend in your midst.
Brawley, what was the name of your guardian who was also like an angel like that? Was Arethal? Was that his name? Did I just make that up?
Yeah, no, that was it.
Jesus.
Oh.
Question for the DM. It's been a couple games, maybe 30 episodes since then. Does he look like the same? Like, did Arethal have golden skin like this? Zafkiel. Good job, Liam, in the chat. Zafkiel.
Both Arethal and Zafkiel looked very similar in design, though they had somewhat different features. Arethal specifically had more of a dwarven build to him. He was slightly shorter, though still like tall for a dwarf. So still about 6-7 feet tall, but dwarven in build and bearded in design, but the same kind of garb and golden skin and hair. And Zafkiel was more akin to this fellow, though slightly more less of a gold and more of like a silvery skin. Both more or less seem to be on the same level.
Okay. And so the last thing he just said to us was the fiends and gotcha.
Stench of fiend and demon within your midst.
We do not deny that. We've had to work in ways in which we're not proud of to get to this moment, but it has all been for divine reasons. Zafkiel and Arethal, do those names mean anything to you? They were former protectors and watchers of my friend here, Lana Brawlwyn.
You see, even at this distance, just given his the light in his face and the pure black surrounding, you can actually see very detailed his face. Like it's so stark contrast that even at a distance you can make out small facial expressions, and you do see a faint quizzical look pass across his face as he says, "Indeed, my brethren, you know of their name, and I do not sense a lie within your word. And yet I am true to my purpose. I am true to my God, and I cannot allow you passage."
So, from our perspective right now, we're in this like we can't see past him. It's just all black and hit.
You can see all around you. It's less, I guess that is true. It's less black void. You're now in this kind of fog, like a pure mist fog. You can vaguely make out shapes in the distance, but you don't see he's not standing directly before a gate or a thing. He's just there in space that is more fog and gray, and it seems to stretch in all directions around you. Like you are purely in space, emptiness.
We shall not pass in this moment. We do not wish to break your oath. Which god do you speak of?
I serve the lords Pelor and Bahamut.
In ways, so do we. And that is where this conflict between us arises. For on Bahamut the Platinum Dragon's guidance, he has brought us here. For others of very ill will and devious reasons want what you guard.
Indeed, that is true, hence my guardianship. But I cannot allow certain members of your group passage.
Okay.
For those of you that I sense a kinship, and he kind of looks across everyone very slowly as you guys have kind of begun filtering out onto the deck in various kind of ways, calling out in this emptiness. Gambino and Syrah remain back in the kind of domed helm of the dreadnought. But he looks up towards them, and you just see this kind of flare in his eyes, and a similar kind of flare as he glances past Gord's position. Says, "This vessel may go no further. Those of you I can sense this kinship I speak, you may progress.
Well, how are we gonna know who that is?
I think we know he's looking right at Gord.
Oh, he knows that. That's it.
Yeah.
He's not talking about me.
No, I think you're okay, surprisingly.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, no, now he's on to you. How much further is it past this? And we appreciate this offer.
That depends upon which you seek. The form lies depending on your style of travel. But an hour or two.
And the other?
That's all he says.
I didn't mishear though. He said, which you seek?
Which form of travel?
Oh, I thought there was like something else going on here. I was like, oh shit, what else could we be looking for?
Now, which form of travel you take? Like,
Okay.
by the ship, probably faster. If you're flying, like, he would allow certain of you passage. You'll be slower because you're now using your astral flight speed.
Guys, thank you. Allow me to talk to my companions a moment.
You have but one moment.
Okay. Guys, what the fuck do we do here? Gordo, he does not appear to want you to pass. Gambino, Sierra, I expect that goes the same for you too.
Can we fight him?
Gambino and Sierra are not with you guys unless you make your way all the way back to the helm.
No.
Which you can. It's, but you
That's
have a
fine.
short moment here.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
Pardon me, let's fight this angelic Pelor god, dude.
We can do it. Gord can help.
Brawley, what do you think?
It's not like we have another option.
We could try and come up with some other plan, try and talk to him, try and barter with him.
Disguise self.
This guy what?
Disguise.
This guy's...
Oh,
This guy's just talked about, he can see through lies. Like, we just have to be truthful here. I think we should talk to him.
I think we should talk to him, honestly. I don't think we have another choice at this point.
Fight.
Okay, we hear you, and so does he, probably. Brawley, do you want to try talking to this guy? You had a real connection to Aerithal. Maybe this is like, maybe you could try and convince him to bring Gord along.
I'll see what I can do. I'm not the most convincing person, as my charisma is garbage, but
What are you talking about? You're very charismatic.
I mean, I seem charismatic,
That's
but
right.
apparently I'm not so lucky in that. I can try.
Why don't you try and stall for time while I look at my inventory?
he's like, I can try.
So, Brawley, what do you do in this moment?
So I guess I will approach him.
He's still at this point from the furthest point on the ship to where he stands is at this point probably about 60 feet, though there seems to be no issues in like communication
That's
at
good.
distance.
Mary, are you able to say that, or just type like an X if you're not? That might be.
Okay, I can kind of talk. I'm gonna have a screen baby in 5 seconds, but
Before you do, Brawley was in the process of taking the moment here. Sorry.
yeah. Nope, go ahead.
Hi, sir. I'm not the greatest speaker out of our group. In fact, I'm terrible at talking to people because I'm always nervous. But we really do need to pass, and I can vouch for our friend here if he's the one that you're having difficulty wanting to let in.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Oh, I love it.
oh.
Come on, bro.
We knew it was coming.
Okay, we might be okay. Hi. Oh, okay.
Why didn't
18.
I inspire her? Why didn't I
18.
inspire her off the top? God.
Okay, I
All three
rolled a
bards of your group just let Brawley walk into
We're all just
the...
like,
18 is pretty good, though. This celestial lowers and kind of drifts slowly towards you. The wings don't even seem to be like flapping or moving, though there's just a little bit as he drifts closer, maybe within 30 feet of you. He says, I sense no lie in your heart, and I sense good there as well, and purpose. However, as you must understand, my purpose, the guardianship of the evil that lies beyond, is more important than your simple wishes. I apologize, and I wish you no ill will, but I must stress, should those of your group with evil in their hearts not turn back, I am sworn by the Bastions to rend their lives.
You never said you had evil in your heart.
Gord, what if you repent all the evil in your heart?
I didn't even really think about Gord ever having a heart at all, honestly.
Well, we saw a hag rip it out on that frozen lake, so...
Yeah.
You guys, no. It would be Valentine. In your mind, you hear a voice, Syrah's voice, quickly and rapidly saying, "What the fuck are you doing? Kill him."
I'll walk up to this guy. You trust in Pelor. You trust in Bahamut. In my words, as you clearly can entwine, you know I speak the truth. I'm gonna reach in my bag of holding, and I'm gonna take out the leaf that fell in Arendelle after we prayed to Pelor and Neavir, and I'm gonna walk up and be like, the last time we tried to save some of this knowledge in a different plane from falling into evil hands, one of our own, a daughter of Pelor, fell. And when we went to the temple of Pelor and we returned her body there, these leaves fell, and we took that as a sign of our higher purpose being fulfilled, that we were on the right path. And a leaf fell for all of us, including that one, who sure might have evil in his heart. But we are trying to defeat evil, and with some of that evil in his heart, he is aiding us. With the Platinum Dragon as well, if you look at that one who's wearing the plate of the Valkyrie, she bears on her hand a symbol of the Platinum Dragon himself. These gods who have charged you to protect this knowledge, we are on their side as well.
Sometimes to beat evil, you need to understand evil. None of us have a better understanding of it than that man right there.
Though a rousing speech.
Fuck, it was our best try.
That was really dope.
He reaches out and takes the leaf from you. Actually, I should say, he kind of reaches his hand out. He's still 30 feet away. And it gently lifts off and makes its way to his hand. And he studies it. And he looks over it. And he sends it back your way after a moment. And you can see there is a faint kind of twinkle in his eye, a sadness. And he says, "It takes none but those with good in their heart to destroy evil. You," he points to Valentine, looks to Allie with a nod. "The two of you at the front here. The two of you may pass. Your dragon marks may also pass. However, The rest must remain.
I don't think you were good at that one.
The darkness you seek beyond here will bring you no end of pain. And the darkness in their hearts, it will only corrupt it further. I do this as much for them as I do for my own purpose. I'm sorry.
Us too. He pointed at Val, Mary, Brawley. I'll just look at Mary, trying to intuit what we want to do here. I'll walk up to Gord then. Let me just try and think of a time. 1 second. Gord, I'm sorry.
You've had enough time to. Sorry, Scott. I just read Leah's message there. You've had enough time already to know your enemy. What do you want to know? This has been at least a minute.
Strength, HP.
Higher. As in his higher.
Do you get one more? Or is that it? Just the two?
Just the two. You guys have made a valiant attempt and very good rolls, but you are in the face of something who believes with their entire purpose in this one thing.
Gord, last time we went into a fight in the Abyss and you weren't there, we lost one of us. And I don't want to split up the Wildcards anytime soon. Maybe there's an opportunity here, like back in the cave against the Dark Crow, to do something different. And then I'll turn back to this dude. I think you do, by the way. Brock, I just saw your message. All right, fuck it. We got purpose too. And then
you watch as a blade, a great sword, begins to be drawn from his back.
Brock says, "Do I have the Book of Vile Darkness?" in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you didn't give it up. You weren't even supposed to give it up until the end of this whole dealio with Mephistopheles, and you've argued to be put into the contract that you basically have like a lifetime ownership of the book. Your lifetime to Mephistopheles is nothing, so why not? But yeah, you have the book, 100%.
It's a lifetime guarantee.
At this point, this celestial who can see the
wheels turning
and can hear most of what you guys are saying, has drawn this great sword. And unless you guys change it, Allie and Mary, who were kind of at the forefront of the group, still trying to communicate and see what was happening, you hear him say, "Lady of the Bastions, deliver them swift mercy. May the light of the dawn grant you peace." And he kind of closes his eyes for a moment, and the blade releases from his hand. And as he does, he begins to crush his fist and just draw a line straight down the ship. You guys watch from his position 30 feet in front of the ship, this wall just erupting through the floorboard of the hull of the ship, just 100-foot line of whirling blades and gnashing metal just burst up on the whole line, tearing into the main kind of floor of the dreadnought, and we all need to roll initiative.
It's just initiative. It's just initiative.
Oh!
It's just initiative. It's just initiative.
Not the end of the world. Okay, as you guys are
I mean, it
rolling,
could be. It could be the end of the world, though, Kyle.
Well,
as
not
you guys
yet.
What are we
rolling,
saying?
I've said Mary and Allie, you guys would be near the front of the ship. How far away would Gord and Hondo have positioned yourselves? And Lavender, sorry.
I did walk towards Gord, so I'm with them
So
too.
Val is
Yeah.
going to be where Gord is, but this is why I didn't ask you
Gotcha.
where you were. You guys have the dreadnought from where I would say you guys could be. You could be anywhere within say 100 feet. Give me a number within 30 to 100, and I'll put you there.
How far away from the front? How many feet?
49.
Yeah, it'll be 50. But yeah.
B49.
It would.
Hondo and Gord.
This is from the dreadnought, you said?
This is from the tip of the dreadnought where this figure is positioned.
I'll be 60 yards from it.
You got it.
I'd probably be further back, like 80.
That makes sense. Yeah, I like that for Gord. Hondo, you said 60?
Yep.
60 there. Lavender, left or right?
Left.
Got it?
Let's get an intense playlist going. What do we got here?
Let's get to the left.
D&D. Calm music.
Lol.
Let's see how intense this is. Oh.
A couple of these guys. $10, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19.
Really didn't want to fight this dude.
You guys made, like I said, you made really compelling arguments. You did a really good job. It's just unfortunately, honestly, it would have taken more than words to convince him. You almost had it with the Neavir play. That almost made me like go one way or the other. But like this
is his job.
By nature of who these figures are, they are unrelenting.
This is where like a cleric with banishment would be super tight. That's all I could think of is like, oh, we could just banish him to his home plane. We could just banish him to his home plane, but no one has that. Fuck.
I don't know how the Astral Sea works though, like to try and get them back. It's just so weird. Ooh, that doesn't look good.
So
This is awkward for his ship.
The wall is the fire and ice wall. That puts Mary and Allie. You guys are going to be. I need a dexterity saving throw from both of you.
Okay.
My creature. So technically, it's at the top of your turn. So I'll get it from you at the top of your turns. We'll do that. Sorry about that. So initiative 25 to 20.
What do we got?
Lol.
All right, squad. Good job, team.
Woo! 20 to 15.
Here we go. Come on.
17.
17. That's our highest initiative. Gang.
Nice.
What are we doing?
And Kevin adds 10, so Kevin is a gold trash.
Yeah.
You want to get low? It's like golf.
Not super great for.
It's like golf, right?
For your gang here. Okay. 15 to 10. Wow. Wait. What? All right. What did everybody get?
Natural 1, baby.
Me too,
Okay.
natural 1. I got a 7.
I also got a 7. Wait, you got a 7?
Yeah,
I
Oh,
got
you
six.
add.
His bard stuff.
Oh, I also got a 7.
I got
Well,
9.
Mary. Okay. Allie.
All?
5.
Okay. Lav.
You got 7.
Wow. Okay. Lav, what's your dex? Or who? Lav or Val? Who's got the higher dex?
I think I do by 1. I'm 4 and she's 3.
Okay.
brag.
So Mary, Val, Lav, and Allie.
You suck.
Okay.
Well, it's only one dude right now, so
It seems to only be one dude who you can see very, very faintly there on the far left side, because I was running out of map space. The wall he conjures up, and we're not at Mary or Allie's turns. It'll be the top of your turn that the effect of that takes place. However, as I described, it begins just tearing into the hull of the floor of the ship, this main first level of the ship, and stops just shy of the upper level right in front of Gambino and the kind of the helm, the upper helm. Thankfully the ship is fully no longer moving. Gambino pulls back entirely, but the ship currently is locked in place lest it rip itself in two. Top of the initiative is Syrah, which
Okay.
is crazy. And Syrah is way up here.
Let's do some stuff.
Syrah can move. Okay. Yeah, not super far.
What am I gonna do?
Oh yeah, sorry. Our buddy is also flying, obviously. And he is currently flying. The wall itself is 20 feet high and 5 feet thick. So 20 feet of blades whirling through. And it's about 17 as it's kind of 3 feet into the ship itself, tearing into the ship. And our buddy is currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 feet up there. So, Syrah unleashes a couple of Eldritch Blasts to send his way just to kick things off. And here we go. Syrah.
3 crits.
Okay, well, that was a dog shit roll for the one. The other one is a 23, which hits. And the last one also is a 24, so 2 hits.
Okay.
2 hits for Syrah, not too shabby. Real good damage. Like 24 points of damage for Syrah, which is pretty good. Just do quick math. And that's going to end her turn there. Take us to Hondo. Hondo, you're right beside Syrah, actually. You are right here. Mary on this side of the wall, Allie on this side of the wall, Lavender, you're over here, Gordon, Valentine, I don't know if you guys can see yourself. You guys are right there.
Where was Lav, sorry? Which one
Lavender
is
is right here.
she? That one, gotcha.
Hondo, you are here. You are currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 from the tip of the ship, and another 20-ish to your bad guy. Well, not bad guy. He's a good guy.
Okay. So I basically can't attack.
You can fly here as a reminder,
Yes.
just so you know.
I can fly here.
Everybody can be weightless. You can fly the speed of your intelligence times 3, your intelligence score, not your modifier. So Hondo, you can fly at 35 feet speed here. The fastest here is actually Lavender, who has a 50-foot fly speed.
Okay.
Surprising.
Could I do like a fly attack and then retreat back? Do I have enough move, like space?
Well, let's find out. As Hondo lifts up into the air, you want to go your full 35?
Yeah.
35. Oh, shit.
Gambino, no!
35 puts you about there. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You're still 50 feet from your enemy.
And that's my full movement, right?
That's your full, yeah.
How far can Whisper be thrown?
I do have range. I am a sharpshooter, right?
If you're a sharpshooter, you ignore long range on your weapons. So as long whatever the long range of Whisper is, you can throw that without disadvantage.
Sick.
Let me double. Where would I find if I'm a sharpshooter?
If you're a sharpshooter, it'll be in your feats at the bottom of features and traits. I think you are.
I'm pretty sure I took that.
It sounds
Yep,
like
I am.
So
Okay.
whatever the long range of Whisper is, I think it's 60. So I think you can do this without disadvantage.
Whisper is range 2060.
Perf.
You can throw with no disadvantage. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll do it.
You
Go
could
ahead.
teleport there, right? And stab?
That's true. I could teleport there too.
Yep.
Would that
well,
get your sneak too?
Regardless, you throw with this attack would not get sneak attack because it's a throne, and it's like you teleport
I see.
at the point of impact.
Mhm.
But you could, in theory, use your bonus action to make a secondary strike, which would be 1v1 with your pirate stuff. Does give you your
Sneak.
bonus.
Okay, my roll is lovely.
Oh my god!
So that's plus 13, so 14.
No, unfortunately, Hondo, as you spin Whisper in your hand, you throw, but unfortunately, just where he's flying just kind of above the wall, and you kind of have to throw over this wall of whirling blades, and Whisper clangs into the top of the wall, though it does return to your side as part of the effect of the blade. So you cannot throw it again, but you could throw a secondary dagger if you wanted to with a bonus, or you could do something else with your bonus.
I did teleport, right?
You didn't hit, so no teleport.
Oh, no, right. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, fine. I'll throw a secondary.
Okay. What's your secondary?
I can throw a dagger, just 2060 as well.
Yeah, just a regular dagger for sure.
And that roll is 19.
19 misses, unfortunately.
This guy's gonna be fucking.
Yep.
As you throw, this time more on target. However, the blade that he had kind of summoned or drawn and is now kind of floating in front of him clangs into your dagger and cuts it away on its own without him moving his hands.
And I have no movement left, right?
You've burned all your movement now and used your bonus for an attack. So
All right.
that is the end of Hondo's turn.
Very well.
That
Respect.
takes us to the Celestial. He sends... Hondo, you watch the blade that just cut down your dagger, kind of with one arm kind of gestures in your direction, and it flies up into your space.
Oh boy.
And this great sword that is near the length of you on its own begins to attack you. And he's going to try and attack. Yeah, that is a 30 to hit.
30 to hit.
Yep.
Oof.
Of course I'll hit.
As the sword carves... Oh, Jesus. The sword carves into you. For 25 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And an additional 27 radiant damage.
Can I dodge any of that?
You can use your reaction to uncanny dodge. From 25 and 27, that's 52, reduced to 26 for you.
So total of 26, what you're saying?
Total of 26 damage taken.
Oof.
As this sword, as it slams into you and carves through your armor, you feel a pulse of radiance kind of erupt from the blade. And it stays in space with you, kind of flying directly in front of you. You guys then watch as our friend here.
What the fuck, man? What did I do to you?
Oh, he's so close to me now.
He flies over to this side, just kind of gently drifting. And you watch, with nothing in his hand, he pulls one arm forward, draws a second, and kind of reaches back as if drawing a bow. And you watch as he draws, this kind of golden light, this golden arrow forms from nothing in his grasp, and as he lets loose of this kind of almost illusory bow, this golden arrow fires forth, and this is going to be at Gord.
Gordo! Oh, fuck.
Where?
Gordo, you gotta use the big shit on this guy. He needs to go down.
Oof.
Gotta show him what daddy can do.
Yeah.
It was almost a lot, but it's still going to hit with a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll probably do it.
Gord against AC, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, you suffer 27 points of radiant damage and an additional 16 points of piercing damage for a total of 37, 43. 43 points of damage to you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, oh
Actually,
boy.
I'm sorry, before you do that, how many hit points do you have after taking that hit?
55.
Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
Was that a nat 20 you got there, Gord? You rolled the 20 the first time.
That was when I clicked it though, like when he said no to. So.
But that counts. That counts for that one.
No, yeah. If you rolled it, you can count it, that first one.
Okay. I got 20 then.
Whew.
That is a success. As the this arrow kind of smashes into you, you feel it's like radiant light trying to burn away the evil within.
Well, that's kind of nice, I guess. It's probably not a good thing, though. It's probably going to really hurt.
Oh, yeah, shit. With his second longbow attack...
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Nope. He is going to... yeah, he's got sight on Syrah because he is up over the wall. He's going to fire at Syrah.
Okay.
16. Syrah's AC is 16. That hits.
Fuck, Syrah. What are we doing out here, Syrah?
Syrah
girl.
suffers 42 points of damage.
Yikes.
And she has to make a con save. Woohoo! Thank God. Okay. Seems fine. And that is going to end his turn.
Okay.
He holds his... Actually, he can fly a lot. Yeah, he's going to fly all the way back over here and fly up even a little higher. Oh, he's not even on the board.
Yeah, I was like, we can't see that. Okay, great.
Yeah, sorry. I'll put him here, but he's going to be really high up.
Gotcha.
Real high. Okay. Ending his turn takes us to Gambino.
Gambino, do something.
Oh, well, he was piloting the ship, and he doesn't want to move the ship because now there's a big-ass blade storm happening through his ship, so he's not going to move.
Makes sense.
He's going to...
Kyle, there's a cannon on the front of the ship, but it's like the mouth of the ship, right?
It would be right here, like right underneath this fire right here, and it only shoots forward.
Yeah.
There are, on the ship, there are several different like ballista, just like regular ballistas, but not...
Not like that big boy. Okay.
Not the big boy, no, unfortunately. Keep moving everything. Okay, he can't really do anything from his position, and he's going to stay on the helm just in case things can change. So he's going to stay.
Okay.
Takes us to Gord. Gord, you are currently right here. And your fly speed, should you choose to use it, is 35 feet.
And how far away is bad? Good, bad.
Bad.
He is currently from Gord, 5, 10, 15, 29, 150 feet.
150? Damn.
I will fly within 60 feet of him.
You can fly, what did I say, at 35 feet. So the closest you can get is 115 without using an action.
Would his cat thing count towards that int thing?
Yeah, I've been allowing like bonus action like dashing for like Hondo, so sure. So you can dash as a bonus, so with the feline agility, or you can just dash.
What is that thing?
Well, I'm 120 feet away.
You're 150.
Feline agility lets you double your speed until the end of your turn.
So you could move, what is it, 35? You could move 70 feet, and that would still only put you 80 feet from Buddy. If you wanted to move.
Well, fuck.
But you could hold it if that guy got closer, right? You could hold something?
Yeah.
If that dude
Just
moved closer?
Keeping in mind, if you're holding a spell, if you don't end up using the spell, it is expended.
Yeah, that's tough, because you got such high stuff.
I thought you had something that was like 80 feet, or are they all 60 feet?
I have a few things that are 120 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, try to.
All the platforms are 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it doesn't have to be a huge one at this point. I mean, at this point, anything will work great. Pretty sure what I'm going to hit him with, he's going to be vulnerable to, immune to, but I'll try anyway.
I don't think I can hit him with anything. Like, I don't even know.
You can certainly hit him with like Eldritch Blast, even without using your double dash. That's 120 feet. If you just want to put straight damage down, but if you wanted to do something else, then you got to get creative.
Could I do, if the range on Synaptic Static is 120 feet?
Yeah.
You could do, if you use your 35 feet of movement to get closer, you can hit him direct target with Synaptic Static.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
5, 10. Let's put you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Keep you. Need my other stuff. Give you height over the wall. There. And you drop Synaptic Static as you cast the kind of ball of psychic energy. What's the save?
Intelligence?
Okay. Ooh, not super great, but his saving throw for intelligence is very good. And it comes out to a 20 total.
Oh, fuck.
Damn it.
Still kind of works, though.
Takes half damage if that's a success. So half damage on that.
That was close.
8d6?
Yep. I think if you just click in D&D Beyond right beside it, it'll roll.
Yeah, true. 26.
26, so he takes 13 points of psychic damage. Okay, that's that. Make con save.
And,
Con save is fine, by the way.
I can't remember if I might have already done this or not, but can I do Herald of Death?
You guys, you did do it earlier. However, we kind of breezed over that you guys got a short rest should anyone choose to take it.
Yep.
With the exception of Allie and Mary, who are working on fixing the ship up over your travel. But Lavender, I know specifically asked about it at the end of the last game, so she was able to do a short rest. So Gord, you absolutely could. Therefore, yes, you can be a Herald of Death. So we'll say you are heralded. However, he is outside of the range of the initial fear effect of it. But regardless, you get your temporary hit points and all the other jazz of Herald of Death. That's going to end your turn?
Yep.
Cool. At the end of your turn, let's see.
Oh yeah, you get that temp HP. That's sick.
Oh no, he's not. He's way too far away from that. Never mind. Go ahead, Mary. You're up.
Mary, can you kill him? Do you have that new fight?
Use that
Sure.
one-shot ability.
So I can't see him from where I am, and you want me to make a dex save, right?
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
I'm pretty sure I failed. I rolled a 13.
A 13 is a failure, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, give me 2 seconds here. As you were hoping that this encounter wasn't going to go to a fight, you were unprepared when he did drop this erupt of blades at your feet. Wow, that was several 10s. I'm very sorry.
Yikes.
Jesus.
You take 54 points of, I think, just slashing damage. Yeah, 54 points of slashing damage as the blades just erupt from underneath you, and just your lower half, like your whole right leg up to your side, just to below the ribs, is just carved and cut, just piercing through the armor plates. You manage to pull away, and you see Alana and you split apart by the blades. As she's on one side, you're on the other. That is the beginning of your turn. Go ahead.
Whoa.
Am I south of that firewall? It's just dark. I can't see.
Here.
Yeah.
So I can see him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to do an insightful fighting.
Okay.
Which means he has to make
doesn't have a range, does it?
It just says a creature you can see.
You got it. You can see him.
Okay, so I need to make an insight check.
Versus deception?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well,
Feeling it's not going to matter what I roll. I rolled a natural 1. That is the second one from D&D Beyond today.
I rolled a natural 3. Now, he's very charismatic. That gives him a 13 total.
Oh.
Yeah, but mine is way higher than that because my minimum, unless you decided, you said natural 1s are probably just a failure. Because technically anything I roll can't be lower than an 8. But it's a natural 1.
No, you're right. I apologize, but I am going to rule that a 1 kills out that
yeah.
bonus.
Old crit fail.
What's your insight bonus, though? Just on its own.
My insight bonus, it wouldn't be enough. It'd be 12.
Okay, unfortunately, it is legitimately, you're fighting like a demigod level, like celestial, and you're very like on the fence of wanting to make this fight even happen. Like you don't really want to fight this thing. So
yeah,
your own hesitancy is stopping you.
Yeah, I feel like this is just gonna be one of those days where the dice hate me. Okay, well that's my bonus action. That didn't work. That's fine. I know, I'm trying to figure out what to do. How far away is he from me? He said he's up really high.
Yeah, he's flying up about 60, 70 feet above and about 5, 10, 15, 20 feet out. So he's in the range of 70 to 90 feet from you.
Okay, well my range with my longbow is insane.
Yeah,
so
you're fine. Like you'll.
Okay. Well, is he holding anything, or was he? Does he still have that greatsword?
The greatsword has flown off on its own and is fighting Hondo.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just take a shot with my bow.
Got it.
I was trying to see if there was a cool maneuver to use, but I don't think anything's actually going to work for him. I don't want to make him hit me now because I hurt a lot. Can I move away from this knife wall a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
So that I don't get hit again next turn?
Yeah, 5, 10.
Okay.
We'll put you 15 feet there. Still plenty in range to hit him, and you still have 15 feet of movement should you want it.
Okay. Yeah, let's just try a plain old mean shot with the longbow.
You got it. Go ahead, make your attack. You have 3 of these if you want to.
Jesus, I just got a natural 1 again on D&D Beyond. That is 3 natural 1s and a natural 6. That's all I've rolled today.
I'll wait for this next one's going to be a 20.
This.
The first one
It's
definitely
an 11 plus, it's 22 total.
22 hits.
And the third attack. It was so close to being a natural 1. But it flipped to a 13. Or 19, sorry, so it's like 30 total.
Yeah.
These are just plain arrows. Do they do anything?
They do, but not as much as you might hope.
Okay, so I'll actually bother rolling it still.
But he does. The first arrow goes incredibly wide. However, the next 2 you see sink into the flowing fabric of this white kind of cloak robe that he's wearing. he doesn't seem to react, immensely. Though you do begin to you see where they pierce this faint kind of golden light. Like it seems like it has pierced something.
Okay, well, I rolled a total between the two of 25.
Okay, thank you.
And that's my turn. I don't really know if I want to go anywhere else.
You're gonna stay there?
Am I far enough where it doesn't look like the swords are going to hit me anymore?
You are far away from the wall, for sure, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of more to myself and anything of like, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be doing this. We have to get past fuck. That's it.
You got it. Valentine, you're up. Lavender, you're on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna fly.
Sorry. Did you resummon Fern?
No, he
Okay.
didn't.
Then go ahead.
I'm going to fly up to try and get over this wall.
You got it. Val can fly at a speed of 40.
My int is +2, yeah.
So easily you can get 20 feet up over the wall, and then where you want to go?
I just want to be within, I think, 120 range of him.
So I'm just going to move you kind of in the same direction. Do you want to be on left or right side of the wall?
I'll be on right side, south side.
Then I'm out of Legos. So
It's all good.
You're up in the air, but here.
Okay. And then I will throw 3 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Yep, go ahead, make your attacks.
1. A natural 1.
Whew.
2. 18. 3.
18 total?
Yeah.
Miss.
15 total.
Miss.
That was my whole turn. And then I'm going to cry and then fuck. I don't really have anything for a bonus. Yeah, I could fuck it. Do I have any movement left?
I went your full 40 to get you there. You could have used a little less if you wanted to. You had range basically over top of the wall to hit him. So if you wanted, instead of to be this close, you could be 20 feet somewhere else.
Maybe I'll just try and go towards the rear of the ship.
Sure. So I'll put you there instead.
And that's pretty much it. Brawly. I'll inspire Brawly.
You can't
shout
see
out to
Brawley.
Oh, she's on the other side. That's right.
I don't know if inspiration is a C or just hear you. You could just call out into the ether.
Creature other than you within 60 feet that can hear you. Yep.
So she can hear you, and currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, within range. So for sure.
I'll be like, Brawly, we gotta bring him down. And I inspire you.
Brawley is inspired. And that is end of Valentine's turn.
Yep.
At the end of... No, he's going to stay there. Okay. That takes us to Lavender Alley on deck.
Would I have a clear shot with that thing in the middle?
You currently, yes, because he is so high up, you can see basically over the wall and up to him.
Okay, so I'm going to cast a 3rd level fireball.
You got it. Let's see. Yeah, 150-foot range. You can hit him, no problem. Mm-hmm. Dexterity saving throw of an 18.
X is 18.
So saves, unfortunately, but you still roll damage. He takes half.
Okay.
That's a pretty good roll. Wow.
So the roll was 34, so then it'd be 17 damage.
Wow, really good roll. You just watch as the flames wrap around his form, and all this time, any of the damage you've been putting on him, he doesn't seem yet to really be fully reacting. There's no big expulsions of pain. This guy is a big beefy angel. That's your action.
It's not a matter of like he's fire resistant, it's just that he's super powerful.
Yeah, there did not seem to be any there is reaction. There's a difference in a reaction when nothing happened versus I'm just really powerful and cool.
This doesn't bother me.
Oh my god, finally one of those stupid things worked. Remember the last time it didn't work, guys? And then so she just tries to like back up a little bit, but she's not 100% sure about where to go because he keeps kind of moving around. So she just backs up a little bit.
You got it. You can, how far do you want to go?
I would never go towards the edge.
You can fly.
Oh yeah,
You can
that's true.
fly a full 50 feet.
Hmm.
So that's 25 to get you to this point here.
I like being there.
You got it. Nothing for a bonus. End of your turn.
And my turn.
You got it. Alana, we come to you. At the top of your turn, you did a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Ooh. 17.
17 is a failure. You take 54 points of slashing damage
Ooh.
as the blades do the same to you as they did to Mary, though this time on your left side, just carving up and down, and you can feel blood begin to trickle down from your whole left leg to ribs.
And that was 54 damage?
54, yes.
Okay. So before I attack, I'm going to look at him and just say, you talk about purpose and your belief. Our purpose is to save the world together. If it means anything, I'll always be grateful to Arethel for saving my life as a baby. In fact, he saved all of our lives. But I'd like to believe that he knew my potential and my purpose, and that we would all be on this journey together. And then I'm gonna tap my thing, my celestial crown, and I'm gonna shoot a beam at him.
Okay.
Love this.
Yeah.
First things first, make a persuasion check.
When you have my little inspo, if you need it.
And I don't need it. 20.
Nat 20?
Wow.
No, I rolled a 16, and then my persuasion's 4.
Okay.
Okay.
You watch as his face kind of not paying attention to you, seemingly focused on some of the other individuals in this group. He does, as you finish this speech, he does turn to you, and you can see there is sadness on his face. It seems he takes no pleasure in what he has to do here, and you are kind of almost seem to see him crack a little bit. As you, I would say that honestly, to make that persuasion and to make that would be an action. So
Okay.
unfortunately, I would say you can't make an attack.
Okay.
That would be like your full action to try and convince this guy of what you are, your purpose.
Okay.
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 But you use 20 feet of movement to get up and over, and you have a bonus action and any further movement you want to take.
No, I'll just kind of stand there. I'll look like I'm at the ready, and I'll just kind of look at him and go, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Excellent.
It's a damn good speech.
Yeah, it was. The end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action
That's not good.
I hate those.
and just teleport.
Oh, shit.
How far can you move? Oh yeah, you can move. He is going to teleport beside you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god.
And just kind of, he teleports immediately, hearing your speech. You watch as just this like blinding light wraps around him, and in an instant he is beside you, and he looks down on you in this massive frame of his, down on your dwarven frame, and he actually gets a little lower, so he's more in your eye line. It says, actually it's not his turn, so he won't say anything. That will end Alana's turn and take us to Syrah.
Oh, fuck.
Syrah is just gonna keep fucking blasting.
Oh my god.
Natural 20.
Okay,
on
D&D
one.
gun.
There's how much? 27 on the other, and a 20
Okay.
on the last, which does not hit.
Jesus.
So 2 hits. One of them's a natural 20. That's this one. Yeah, 20 points on that one, and 13 on the other. 33 points of force. That's her action, and she backs the fuck up. She'll go up there. That takes us to Hondo's turn. So, Hondo, you are right here. You got a blade right in front of you, and you now see the angel has moved 5, 10, 15 feet from you.
What you're saying is, if I go after the angel, the blade's gonna attack me?
You're not sure? There just is a big ass greatsword in front of you.
Technically, Brawley is on the other side of him too. Which
So Brawley,
would give you a sneak.
are you saying that if I hit the blade, I hit Brawley?
On the other side of the angel.
Oh, okay.
You could risk an attack, or you could disengage. He did fuck your day up.
I know. I'm just trying to think. Do you think I could? Is this basically this is a floating blade, right?
Seems
This
to be,
is not a blade you could grab and try and wield. I'll just tell you straight up. I see the gears
You can
turning.
certainly try.
Okay. I'm just going to throw from where I am. I'm going to throw a whisper at him. At the angel.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Because I'm close enough, and that should keep the blade at bay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 14, and I believe Whisper's 13. Yes.
7 does hit, and you get sneak attack as Alana is within range, or within
Hey.
So the whole 9.
Do you teleport?
Oh yeah, do you want to fly
Yes,
along
I
with
do.
it?
Get away from my blade.
You got it.
Okay, so 66. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1d4 or plus 2d4. All right, I think that's 1d4. Yeah, that's it. Plus 8.
38 points. Damn. That was a big hit. As you teleport along, as you throw Whisper, Alana, you watch as he's looking down on you or directly in your eyes with this longing, just kind of sad look, about to speak, as Hondo just teleports in shadow behind, and you jam the blade up right underneath the right wing, and he just... That was a big hit. That hurt.
A direct hit just seems.
That's your first
So
one.
effective.
Hondo, you following up, pal? What are you
I'm
doing?
going
Action?
to. I can't use Whisper again as a bonus, can I?
No, but you could use Blink or a regular dagger.
Okay. I will, or Frostbite, right?
Or Frostbite, that's right.
I'll use my Gambler's Blade.
That's my boy.
Okay.
And can I jump up onto him and like grab him from behind and stab him?
Yeah, but I would say you're not grappling. That would be a separate attack. But you could
Okay.
jump up and like stab and then come back down.
Never mind. All right. So let me roll that.
You have advantage as you are now flanking with Alana.
Okay, first roll a 6,
That'll miss.
Roll again, baby.
and second roll 12
Plus 10.
Plus 10 for Frostbite does hit.
or Gambler's Blade. So yeah.
Oh, Gambler's Blade. Still
Okay.
10. But yes.
Yeah.
So it's a D8 plus your dexterity.
So 1d8 plus 5, and it is not good.
Oh.
That's still 7. Hey, you know.
Everything counts.
Everything counts. And as you do kind of grab hold of the wing and jam the Gambler's Blade with your offhand up into kind of underneath the wing and rib area in the same region, Alana, as you're facing him, you do see these kind of beams of light kind of opening up in the regions that Hondo has now kind of dug deep in these 2 big strikes. Hondo, that is your action, bonus action. Technically no movement as you teleported. Do you want to stay there or move?
Because I'm right on him right now, right?
You're right on his back, yeah.
Maybe I'll move like 10 feet away.
Okay.
Not right on him.
Just like back or left or right?
Back. Wait. I can move to the side, you said?
You can move. You can move around him, or you can move like you have your full move to do anything you want.
Let me get behind Brawley.
Okay.
It's fucking weird. Completely. Now you give him advantage? I don't even know.
Get
You
behind.
get on the other
It's
side.
not right behind her, but
As you move up and over the wall and around, he does take an attack of opportunity.
We don't like you, Hondo.
So you know what? He doesn't have the sword, so he can't take an attack of opportunity, and I would say not with the bow. So
Yeah.
There you go, Hondo.
yeah, I'm gonna say no to that. Is B defeated?
Hi, baby.
I'm gonna tell
Does he
him,
just bitch slap Hondo?
I was thinking about just making a straight like strike.
After he was about to have a moment.
I'm just gonna say this is what happens when you don't keep your sword. You look like a stupid coward.
Yeah, as you say that ends your turn. He's going to use 2 legendary actions to do a searing burst.
Do we need con saves there from this guy?
Oh, that's right. Thank you very much. Let's see. On the first was
It was 38.
38, so that's 15, and 4 is 19. That is fail. It's only 12.
Hondo, you just did something great.
Wall comes down.
Ooh.
Wowza.
Thank you, Scott.
That was all Leah, actually. She's keeping us honest in the chat.
Thank you. I was focused on more narrative elements of what's happening there.
We got you.
So thank you. As you guys beside each other. This fellow's here. He unleashes a searing burst of radiant light. I need Allie and Hondo to make dexterity saving throws.
Went Allie too.
Oh no.
As he looks down to you, Allie, and says, regardless of purpose, it seems your friends have no mercy, and I shall give them none either.
No mercy.
Hondo,
So cool.
dexterity total?
27.
That's a success. You take no damage, as you are a rogue and cool. Allie, dex save?
I can use my inspiration, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, 15.
That is a fail, unfortunately. You take a total of 28 points of fire and radiant damage as this kind of almost like a radial fireball emits from him in this just of light. And he takes his turn.
Now he takes his turn.
With the two of you, he immediately backs away. So, Allie, you could get an attack of opportunity if you wish.
I don't know if that'll hurt. Yeah, I guess I will.
Yeah, he said no more mercy.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead
I
and
will
make an attack with your hammer.
17 to hit.
17 misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
Still kind of blinking back the light and this kind of blinding effect. You just kind of swing a little wide as he kind of takes off into the sky above. And as he does, he draws back the bow. And the sword comes swinging around, now hunting down Hondo. As Hondo just loves to make enemies in every way.
He does.
Like his thing.
The great sword comes up. Actually, I'm going to do the lombos first. Alana, first strike with the lombo. That's going to hit 32.
Yep, that hits. Yep.
Allie, you suffer 27 points of radiant damage.
Oh my gosh.
And 14 points of piercing damage. For a total of, 41?
Yep.
How many hit points do you have?
I am now down to 69 total.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
19?
Okay.
Who knows?
I've been rolling bad.
That was a good one. That was a good one right there.
No, my con is 9.
No.
Hondo. Jeez. Jeez, Hondo.
Yeah,
You make this so confusing for me. I was gearing up to be like, all right, they're making so many good arguments. Alana had this crazy speech. He's gonna back down. And then Hondo just comes in with his fucking dick out and says, "What's up, bitch?"
That's what he does.
I know, I'm gonna have to shoot him with the longbow. Here we go, Hondo. Shot against you. That is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Assuming that hits you, Hondo.
Yep.
Can I cutting words that?
Yeah, what's your range on cutting words?
Let me just check quick. Cutting words as a reaction, you can see within 60 feet.
He technically flew up.
Oh yeah, it's against him, not Hondo, right?
No, it's against his target. So unfortunately, he would be out of range as he flew up high.
That's all good.
So you hold on to your reaction, but he has taken a flight away from them. Hondo, unfortunately, you do suffer 16 points of piercing damage and 27 points of radiant damage.
I have that with my uncanny dodge.
With your reaction, you can take 8 and what's half of 27? 13, so 21 total to you.
Okay.
And how many hit points do you have?
74.
Okay, I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I need to do a Constitution saving throw?
Yes, please.
Look at the fear.
Okay, 17.
Okay.
What do you add to that, though?
My con save is +3, 20.
Okay. Both of you just feel these golden arrows that have they seem to have no weight, but then both of them strike like massive spears, and they just take you down both as you're kind of floating in the air. You both feel like you drop like 5 feet before recovering. Those are some weighty hits. That is the 2 strikes. Now with the longsword, the great sword. God, Hondo, he just hates you.
I thought 20 was enough.
No, you saved from that. You did save.
Oh, I did save. Okay.
Yeah, you saved from that, but now there's a great sword hanging around that I'm debating using against you.
To murder your face.
Save it, man. You got more attacks coming. Save it.
Nah, he's got it. You no mercy, no mercy. Here we go.
Or take Brawly. Leave me alone.
Take Brawly.
Brawly has like double my health.
That's
He's lower health than you now.
That's a 31 to hit you, Hondo.
Yeah, that's good.
As the great sword, you teleported away, but now it flies back as you reel from the radiant arrow. It's 15 points of piercing damage, or slashing damage, and an additional 27 radiant.
Oof.
I can't have that, right?
No, you've already used your reaction. So 27 and 15 is 42 points. That ends his turn.
Damn.
As he actually flies up even a little bit higher. That ends his turn. Takes us to Gambino, who is with the wall gone. You begin to hear the rumbling of the cores and the ship as it begins to pick up steam and begins the process of reactivating and flying. But it will not move until his next turn as the part of the activation of the ship. But you feel it begin. It takes us now to Gord with Mary on deck.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, where is he located right now? He's right in the middle, right?
You're right there. He's flying right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 40. About 75 feet up. And from you, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 40 and 70, like 110, 120 feet roughly.
Okay.
And how far could Gord move if he did use that feline thing?
He already used it last turn.
To go 35?
It gave him the dash to get where he was. He can now only move 35. Like, he can't use feline agility again.
Gotcha.
So you can close 35 distance to him, but that would still put you at 100 or at 80 feet out. 75.
So I could move and be 85 feet away?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that.
You got it. Gord flies within range.
Then I shall cast Hold Monster.
Oh, this could be
Ooh,
good.
What's the range of Hold Monster? 90?
90 feet.
Woohoo! Just cutting it in there. Okay, what's the save, please?
Wisdom.
Wisdom save coming up. Wow. Ball sack. That's a 2 and a 5 on advantage.
Oh, no.
But he has a plus 14, takes it to a 19 total.
That is what it is.
Unfortunately, he resists.
Oh, God.
Yeah, 2 and a 5. Wow. You reach up and you summon the darkness and shadow around to try and lash on to this angelic being. And you see for a brief moment the shadows kind of pull in his wings and they tighten around before, as he just flexes and just bursts out, the shadow dissipating around him and that radiant aura kind of glowing once more. Unfortunately, no effect. That is your full move and action. Fuck, that would have been cool.
I wish I could cut those things, but I can't.
You can cut a save, and you're too far. You're definitely too far away now.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of maneuverability, which has been keeping a lot of things at bay. But you do notice, I would say, Gord, especially as you get up close, and Hondo and Allie, as you guys were just in melee with him, he does start to look like he's starting to take some damage. Like he's starting to look a little warm.
Okay.
Definitely looking hurt. Not out, but hurt. Gord, do you have anything for a bonus action?
Not really.
Okay. Is that going to end your turn then?
Yep.
Okay. Ending Gord's turn, that takes us to Mary. You are right here.
Far away am I?
You're right here. 70. You're within 90 to 100 feet.
Oh, I'm still so far away. I still can't even dash to get to him.
Using your fly speed of 40.
40.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're close, but not quite. You could use action and bonus, obviously, and get on him, but...
So far away. Okay. I don't know what else we're doing today. I don't know if I want to blow this early. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use my action to summon the Pegasus.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Let's bring Mir to the party. I love it.
Also, I want to see the mini. We haven't used it in a fight yet.
Hang on.
99% of the reason I want to use it.
Yeah, show me.
Okay.
Shit. Aww.
So, can you remind me mounting and movement when it's like the Pegasus's movement, how that works?
So mounting is half move, so it takes half the speed of the Pegasus, and technically your bonus action we've ruled to mount and dismount. But as part of like the action of summoning, I kind of like flavor it as like the action summons her under you already, so you're already mounted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my thought was like I could like run and jump and try to figure that out. Okay.
But it does burn half her movement initially to begin.
There's nothing cooler.
Cool. So how much movement does she have left then?
I don't know how much movement she has to begin with.
Oh yeah, you know what? I should tell you that, shouldn't I?
I have her here. She has 90-foot fly speed, so you have 45 feet remaining. And in theory, like you were gonna run and jump. So we'll say it summons about there. That would put you. You would still be action and move about 10 feet. You would still be another 45 feet from him.
Even with my movement. Okay.
Even with the Pegasus like flying up and swooping up underneath you on the way, you are just shy by 45 feet.
So sorry, and did you say I used my bonus action?
No. Use your action.
I'm gonna try insightful fighting again.
Okay.
I want to know you.
Deception. I got a 21 on my side.
Jeez, okay. So I
Come on,
can
D&D
say.
Beyond. Let's
Very
go, baby.
charismatic fella. Very weird creature.
I rolled a 28.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, you can see now he has been in combat with you and your friends for a while. You did the knowing your enemy already. Like, you have a good idea of how this creature handles itself in a fight and how dangerous it can be.
Okay, well that's my action, bonus action, and movement.
That's correct.
That's all I got.
Turn? Okay. You're
Yep.
there. That takes us to Valentine. Lavender on deck. Actually, no. Yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Is he within 120 of me? What's the range even from here?
You'd have to move a little closer, but you could get within 120.
Okay.
He is 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. So you'd have to get only 10 feet in to get 120.
Maybe I'll go even bigger. I'll cast I'll Eldritch Blast. Classic Warlock. Let's Eldritch Blast.
You got
One.
to roll 3
Blast
attacks.
him.
It's a natural one. Second one.
That's a miss.
It's a 23.
That
That-
blast
that
turns
hits.
around and smokes you in the
Third
face.
one. It's a 26.
Okay, 2 hits.
At least I hit twice. One. It is 7 damage plus another 7 damage. 14 damage.
14 points.
Is there
You got
something
it.
going on with D&D Beyond behind the scenes?
Do you not
Really-
like afternoon?
Really want to make it tough for these Saturday afternoon games.
Yeah.
It's really a grind in the afternoon.
It's like, yo.
Now that is your action. You only use 10 feet of movement to get to there. So flying, you have 30. Walking, you have 20 left. And you are within range of pretty much everybody here to inspire if you want to use bonus for that. But
Brawley's next again. Brawley's right after me. Yeah, so I'll inspire Brawley.
you
I'll
got
be like, great speech, girl!
Thanks, Val.
I love how well you're able to like whisper yell.
Thank you.
You know?
I've been honing for quite
It's a
some time.
talent. It's a talent. That'll end your turn. You
Very
want to stay there?
And my turn, can I, no, I'll just see people. That's smart. I'll fly back a bit towards, who's that with little wings back there?
That's Syrah.
Syrah, the Witch Queen.
Yeah.
I want to go out of the ship a bit, south. Yeah, it's perfect. That was right where my cursor is. That was amazing.
That actually was. That was crazy.
The DM knows all.
That's right. And then I end my turn.
You got it. Nobody got any closer there. Lavender, we'll go to you.
I'm just so far from this being.
You're super
Where are
far.
you? Oh, yeah, you're over there.
Yeah.
You're currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 60, and 75.
Oh, that's actually not.
Is that 130?
135.
That's actually not that bad.
You can move over.
I'm gonna third level fireball again.
You got it. Mary is not close enough to be caught in the range. Go ahead. I gotta do a dex
Didn't even
save.
ask us about that. Sorry, Mary.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's a natural 19 on the save.
That's all right.
So half damage.
Okay, well, we're used to this, kids. We see
that's
some
pretty
6,
good. That's pretty
28, so 14 damage.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Not bad.
Starting to we'll just whittle them down.
Making moves.
Chip away.
That is your. Oh, actually, he's top of that. Let's do a wild magic sword. We haven't done one of those in a while.
Oh, shit.
Why not?
This
Let's
could
explode this ship.
Yeah. Did it happen? Oh my god! It's a retroactive.
And it wasn't in D&D Beyond. It was right here, kids.
Let's.
In the real world.
Let's get fucking
You know what's?
crazy.
I ask for it every time, and I'm never prepared. I
Oh.
never have the document open. I never have it, and yet I ask for it.
It's a lot of. It's. I
Do
mean,
you want to
chances.
I would like
chances.
Lavender to roll percentile die for me, please.
Do you want it on D&D Beyond, or do you want the actual dice?
Let's do it on D&D.
Okay. I wonder if it has the
Percentile.
100 there.
It should have it. Percentile.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
Here we go. Y'all ready for this? I love when you roll a dice like this, guys, because you have no idea
You
what
have
the
no
number
idea.
means.
What
So
could
you're
it
just
be?
like
Okay.
57.
57. So, if that's
Potted plant.
so the initial spell goes off regardless.
Okay.
So we don't have to do anything back for there. Um,
Oh my god.
oh, these are lame. 57?
57. My lucky number.
No one's lucky number is 57.
What even is 57?
Okay. You got it. Ends your turn.
What do we have? What do we have, Kyle? How am I
No.
feeling at this point? Tingly?
A little bit, yeah. Like your hands are still burning from conjuring 2 fireballs back to back. You feel the faint singe of flames as they come off your hands, but
Okay.
other than that, you're feeling pretty good.
I'm
you
sure
know?
it's like a
It's been a
good
good
burn,
day.
though.
It's been a good day.
Like taking
Yeah.
a good shot versus like having a
Yeah,
Your hands
horrible
are
pee.
yeah. Otherwise,
good.
otherwise just chilling, you know.
Okay, well,
And your turn, I guess.
end my turn.
Nothing for a bonus. Stay where you are.
You can
I think
inspire. You can, whatever you want.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty preoccupied by this extra burnage.
No, it's a good burn.
Maybe my hands are a little sparkly.
Yeah, you, your hands. You look down at them like, okay, I feel okay. You kind of dust off a little soot off your like clothing from the initial fireball, and your shirt just catches flame. You are currently just beginning to burn. You are on fire.
Can I dive into the water?
There's no
no
water.
water.
No
We're in
water.
space.
Not a real sea. Not a
We're
real
in
sea.
space.
Oh no! I need your wall of water, you piece of shit!
With nobody paying attention, Lavender is just suddenly flaming, just caught
Amazing.
in flame. That'll end
Wow.
Lavender's turn.
What a time to be alive for who knows how long.
That takes us
Left way I
to.
can.
We're a couple from you. Hang on, we're at Alley right now.
Amazing.
I'm glad I have your attention though.
Oh,
You still have
God.
a bottle of like
So,
unlimited water.
Alana, unfortunately, you are a
Okay, great.
long ways away from this guy at this point.
That's okay. Do I see her on fire?
Yeah, absolutely, you do.
Can I just shout first? Everyone be like, "Oh my God, Lav! Guys, she's on fire!"
Yeah.
And then can I just can I rage just in
Sure.
case? Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
rage because if I take more hits, I'm down.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Bonus action. You look out, you see Lavender on fire, you call that out, and you just. Okay, focus. Rage, anger, go. That's your bonus action. What are you doing with your action?
I'll hold my circlet.
You can. What? The circlet of blasting?
Yeah,
Do you want to use it? You're gonna hold it.
I'll hold it.
Oh,
Just
okay.
in case. Yeah.
You got it. Holding the circlet of blasting. That ends your turn and takes us to Syrah. Syrah, the ship is getting ready to move. Syrah can feel that. Yeah, she's just gonna keep with Old Faithful here. And just start blasting. Both of those hit. And the last one also hits. Hey, go for you, Syrah. Okay. Syrah doing some damage. Eldritch Blast firing off. You see 3 hits strike into the angel above. That's going to end her turn. That does take us to Hondo.
Okay. So I see Lavender on fire.
Yes, you do.
I guess wall of water is the only. I'm not like Squirtle. I can't shoot water, right?
No, you could do a wall of water. You can summon
Do you
the
have
wall.
that bottle that like has
Oh yeah, I do have the bottle.
You'd have to get closer to use that on her. I think it's got a geyser range to use it without damaging her.
Okay then. Wall of water.
You got it. What's the range on that, please?
Let me check.
Do not save
It's
it.
60 feet.
Okay, so yeah, you can. Do you want to just dome her in it, or do you want to make a wall?
Well, I think doming her would be better.
You got it. Lavender, you are just surrounded as you begin to catch fire, and you begin kind of patting out the flames of your clothing and singeing. You feel a little smell a little burnt hair. Suddenly, you are just, and you are completely submerged in a bubble of 10 foot by 10 foot of water. You are choking water in. As you were gasping and shouting, and now there is water just gushing into your lungs. But the fire's out, so.
This is like that scene in Usher's Burn where the swimming pool like catches on fire on the top, and like that's like a fucking nightmare. Drowning while also being on fire. I say, oh no! Stop the water!
Okay.
That was your action, Hondo.
Can I can't drop the wall, can I?
Yeah, I mean, you can summon it at the end of your turn. You can drop it. It requires no action.
Well, not even drop it, like reshape it maybe? Can I do that? Like
that would be a different action on like your next turn.
Oh.
So you've summoned it.
Last option, as a bonus, can I not use my movement to go there and pull her out of the dome?
You can use your movement, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. What's your regular movement speed?
My regular movement. Where would I find that?
You can fly 35 here. So yes, if you use that, you can reach in, and if you use your bonus action to dash, you can pull her free.
Okay.
But it costs your bonus action. Cool?
Sure.
You pull her free, Lavender. You are no longer drowning or on fire. And Hondo, as you pull Lavender free, Lav, you are, as I say, you are drenched. Like your hair is just completely just down. Your clothing is singed. You look at Hondo, and kind of like as he kind of is pulling you free, you kind of give him a little tap, like thanks. And now Hondo's shirt catches fire.
Like,
oh my god! Anything I touch.
Hondo, you are currently on fire.
But I'm fire resistant.
Sure, but you'll still eventually die. But you are currently not, dying by any stretch, and there is a
very convenient wall of water there. And it seems like you've currently gotten yourself away from the giant sword that wants to murder you, so that's nice.
Yeah.
I can't grab my geyser now, can I?
No, it costs your full action, bonus action, and movement to get to where we are now. You just currently are on fire at the end of your turn. But very easy with the big wall of water to put it out in a minute.
Okay.
But that'll end your turn and take us to the angel.
That was really funny.
The angel.
He can see Gord closing in. He can see Alana is readying an attack. Mary is flying up furiously. Hondo is taken off for the minute. Yeah. He looks down with sadness in his eyes towards Alana and fires a radial bow.
No.
That is a natural 20.
Uh-oh. That hit.
Thankfully, you are raging.
Yeah.
So the piercing damage is not doubled. And it's a shit roll, so you take 9 points of piercing damage, which would have been I should double it and then reduce it. So 12 reduced to 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need to roll for the radiant damage here. $52 points of radiant. That would be reduced because you're resistant while raging, correct?
Yeah.
Reduced to 26 points of radiant.
Ooh.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm looking rough. Oh, sweet. What is that? 28.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frustration kind of building. Looks about the battlefield. The sword is on Alley as well. Actually, 5, 10, 15, 20. It can get to Hondo. I do want to kill Hondo. No, Alana, unfortunately, the sword stays with you and strikes at you. I didn't. To hit Alana is 26.
Yep.
You take 22 reduced to 11 points of slashing damage, and 26 radiant reduced to 13. So 23 points.
Can I cutting words that damage?
You are 5, 10, 59. You are, within range of Alley.
I'll do it.
Okay.
E10.
What did I say? 11 and...
23 was the last one.
Yes, that's right. Actually, sorry, it should be 24, but go ahead.
Okay.
But Scott is reducing potentially.
I rolled a 7.
So reduce that by 7, so you get 7 hit points back if you've already taken them all off, or 15 dealt to you.
Okay.
You're still alive?
Oh, barely. I'm at 9 hit points.
Okay. Then he looks to Valentine. Does he look to Valentine?
I just shouted, hey! Leave her alone!
Yeah. He looks to Valentine, draws the bow, fires his last shot. That's a 26 to hit.
Yep. Even if I shield, it would still hit.
Okay.
And I can't shield, I have no reaction.
Also true. How many hit points are you currently at?
102.
Okay, yeah. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
You got it. I'm not good at these. 9.
Okay.
I think your first fail of the night on this, so...
The damage doesn't matter here.
Oh,
Val, as you see Allie and you call out and you try and protect her, this angel looks down to you with pity, sorrow, fires this bolt of radiance. And as you're not even paying attention, you're focused on trying to protect Allie, it strikes true. Val, you're knocked and kind of just floating free.
Oh boy, it's not good, guys.
That is action, bonus action. And with his arms just kind of dropped, begins kind of drifting towards Alana. And Allie, you hear as he gets up behind you. Just says, I'm sorry. With his hands just down at his side. That ends his turn, takes us to Gambino. The ship begins to kind of move beneath you all. Mary, you're flying, so you shift that way. Gord, you're flying, so you shift. You two are flying, so you shift. Sword is flying. As the ship essentially is moving beneath those of you who are flying, those of you who are off the ship, you're kind of lifted away, but those of you who are on the ship, you're carried forward. That ends Gambino's turn as he's piloting the ship, and takes us to Gord.
Can I move closer to it?
Yeah, I mean, he is 10 feet from you now. You're flying, but you can get right up on him. He's right here.
Oh, really? I shall cast Finger of Death.
Oh, shit.
You got it. As you as you unleash this finger of death, you unleash the darkness inside of you, the shadows and the necrosis of Orcus pouring through you at this celestial being. You just watch it kind of wash off of him.
This fucking guy.
Just kind of cascade around him. And Allie, as you see this darkness and this shadow and green and corrosion kind of cascade off of him, he just looks down to you with tears in his eyes. Gord, that's your action. For those of you, I'm a little curious, he is immune to necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Can... never mind. Yeah, I don't really have anything.
Knife
do you want
tail?
to stay there, or do you want to move? He doesn't have his tail anymore. That's just rude.
Well, technically, from my Herald of Death form, if he's 30 feet within me, he's got to make a Wisdom saving throw.
You got it. He's immune to being frightened.
Oh, well, fuck me then.
This has not been Gord's fight. I'm very sorry, Brock. This guy is almost like tailor-made to like negate everything you can do. I didn't design this character. This is a like actual character. But I'm very sorry. Do you want to stay there or do you want to move?
I'll stay there.
You got it. End of Gord's turn. That's Mary.
You should give me 30 seconds while I finish changing a poopy diaper.
Okay. No problem.
Can you just, while I'm finishing that, can you let me know how far I am from either Val or the baddie?
Yeah, 100%.
Who's not a
You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet from Val, and 5, 10, 15 from big celestial.
Scary guy.
Super nice, super generous. Donates to charities.
Generous with damage.
He volunteers at a local soup kitchen on Sundays.
He's done destroying ships.
Tends to the fields of Elysium on his off days.
Cool. Fuck. Okay, well, I have no idea. I can't see if Val's alive, I'm assuming, from this distance.
You can turn and see Val is just like, oof, like, because there's like no gravity, he's just like knocked back and is kind of not moving and just kind of drifting, like unconscious.
So sorry, remind me, how far am I from Val?
30 and 15, essentially. You can
30
get to
and 15.
either, no problem.
Yep, I'm going to get... Oh, shit. If I swoop past Val and just like grab his wrist because space, can I tow him back with me just so he's on the ship and not floating, like we'll float past him?
Yeah. I'd say it does cost your action to grab him.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
You got it.
Appreciate it.
Mary, you
Yeah.
on Mira, you swoop, and as Val's body is just kind of drifting, you grab, you pull. Where do you want to fly to?
Okay, I'm gonna, shit. Where is everybody else? Who can do something about this potentially? It's not me.
35 feet of 90 movement.
She's 90, yeah.
Yeah, 55 left.
Okay, cool. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to fly back to what's-his-fuck, and I'm gonna drop Val off on the way in a place that's safe. Just so he's on the boat and not
safe.
floating. Like, safe, like, not floating in space. Like,
So, on the ground is fine?
yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I can't do anything about him right now.
Not in the water, not in Lavender's hands.
No, and then I'm gonna fly back to the baddie.
Yeah.
He's not a baddie.
Is he though?
And do I get any bead on Val's status as I'm doing this, or no, it's all too fast?
No, I would say 100% with your passives and your connections with Valentine and combat. As you scoop Valentine up and you like fly back and you lay his body down, your hand kind of passes over his hand. No pulse.
Oof, not
Valentine is dead.
Okay. I'm going to action search.
Okay.
And I'm going to fly right up to the fucker.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hit him hard. Sorry, I have to go. Fall. Okay. First hit. First attack, I should say, is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I'm going to use the goading attack. And I get sneak attack. So 1 second, sorry, I just need to roll my dice separately and it's really annoying. That's the D10, D8, and the D4, and 2D6. Okay. You're not gonna do the math for me, D&D Beyond? I can't even see that. Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? That was trash. All those dice added up to 10.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You got it. Cool.
Oh, but I still plus an extra 8.
Okay.
So 18 for all those fucking dice.
Yep.
Second attack. It's a natural 1.
Oh,
No, it's no, sorry. It looks like a 1 on the dice. It's actually a 7. It's 20 total.
20 misses.
Okay. Third attack. Are you fucking kidding me?
Is it a 1?
No, it's not. It's a 2.
Ooh. With the fury creeping past your normally calm and cool, collected motive, you just start swinging wide. And actually, on the first miss, it's less of a miss and more he turns to you with sadness and like tears of these kind of faint, like little gold beads of streams of tears kind of streaming down his face that are drifting off in the zero gravity. With the last strike, he catches the blade and just kind of casts it aside. To those of you there, he seems like he is dropping the fight. He seems like he has little will left to fight, but is still going to defend himself should he need to.
Yeah, with just each hit is just that is enough, and just really pissed off.
He catches, like I say, the blade at the end with your expulsion of anger, and he just kind of looks at you in the face and just kind of nods. And that ends your turn.
Yeah.
Now you are unfortunately dead for your turn. Lavender.
Oh, can I ask Sierra or Gambino if they can do anything about Valentine?
You can call out. They can respond on their turns.
I just put a chocolate almond in my mouth.
So pretend this
You
is
can
a
just
call
say
out.
you do that.
So I do that.
Okay, they'll respond on their
without choking.
turns. Sierra is top of the round. So after Allie, she'll respond to you.
Hondo's burning beside you. He just saved you from water.
Yeah, but I don't have any water things.
You can push him in the water if you want.
Oh yeah, I literally just go, look, Sierra, Gambino, can you help this guy who's dead on the floor, please?
Yeah. You drop Hondo into the water bubble that he has created.
That's perfect.
Hondo, you are no longer burning. Although,
Hey, still hot though.
yeah, as Lavender grabbed you, more fire erupted around you, but then she threw you into a bubble of water. And you is that the end of your turn?
I can't heal him, so I don't know what else to do.
You can inspire someone.
I'm gonna inspire Brawley to
You
be
got it.
like, do you think there's anything we can do for this guy, Brawley? This guy, I love him.
This guy?
I love
My casual acquaintance?
If that is the end of Lavender's turn, it is Alana's turn.
Always keeping
Okay.
him at arm's length.
So she's obviously gonna drop everything and she's gonna run by his side. I can't use a potion, right? It doesn't work on if he's dead, right?
You would know that, yes, if a creature is dead, a potion is not going to do anything.
Okay, so she's just gonna like turn and just scream out like, "Somebody get him up! Somebody do something!" And that's it. She's not gonna do anything else because that's all she would do in that situation.
You got it. Go ahead and make a straight charisma check.
Okay. Oh no, that's my worst one. What is that? -1?
You have that
inspiration.
Oh, that's right.
D6 for
From
that?
Lavender, it's a D6. Yeah.
It's a D6? Oh, okay. That might change things then. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Come on, dice.
Maths. $14.
Okay. On Syrah's turn, at the end of Alana's turn, she looks back to you, Lavender, with like preparing to Eldritch Blast, but seeing things coming to a close, she starts backing the fuck up. And calls out to the group, but to respond to Lavender, "Not here. No, we don't. He's down. He's going to stay that way." And that's going to end her turn as she holds Eldritch Blast, just to see how things progress here. Technically, we come to Hondo. Hondo, you are not drowning because you can breathe water. And you are inside your bubble, your own bubble of water. What do you do for your turn?
Like he's like counting it.
How's Valentine looking?
Dead.
Pretty dead.
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
dead.
Worse for
If I had to
wear.
put on a scale of alive to dead, he's on dead.
He's pretty.
I can do cure wounds.
Nope. No.
Not when someone's dead.
Dead.
Oh, dead.
Yeah,
Dead.
unconscious versus dead. He is.
Dead, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, the next question will be, is he in a safe spot?
He is
He's in
safe.
a safe. Yeah, he's safe.
Combat is kind of the guy stopped fighting.
It seems like you can see, even before he's thrown into this bubble of water, you can see he had dropped the pretense of battle and seemed truly like sorrowful and like kind of all hands down, not seemingly continuing this attack. Seeing the response from your team, he seems sorrowful. What do you do?
So I'm going to pull out Whisper,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to say, "Bring him back, or I'll make sure no one can bring you back."
Go ahead and make an intimidation
Ooh, I like
check.
that.
It'll be your action, but make an intimidation check.
That's good shit.
It was good.
I wonder, are you good at intimidating?
I'll give you advantage because this has been a significant series of you guys talking to this fool.
Okay.
So 12, and my intimidation is
And you have advantage.
So yeah, roll again. See
okay.
if you get higher than 17.
Get a 20. It'd be really great.
Well, that's really good.
It's
No.
not a 20.
We'll keep that 17. You step out of the dome of water, free of fire. With Whisper out, you call to this angelic being to try and bring back your fallen friend. It's now his turn.
It's good fan art, by the way. It's good fan art at Hexplorers D&D.
That would be. See what he does.
Unless any of you choose to take any further dramatic actions,
Cut his wing! Cut his wing!
Let him finish.
the figure steps forward with his head bowed, looking and actually kind of idly kind of petting the Pegasus. And there's a kinship between the two. And he steps over top of Valentine's fallen form and says, "I know my duties. My faith is strong. My purpose just. However, I see that even in the darker of you, there is a glimmer of light. If this one means as much to you as you say, kind of looking at Allie as you are directly over top of him. And if your light and those of you who have similar purpose would deem it so, I can bring him back.
Well, then do it.
But I must know with no lies before I do. What be your purpose beyond this domain? Why come and seek this evil?
Well, this one's hard. Valentine is usually the one who talks in these scenarios.
I'm usually that guy, but
He's looking to Alana. He's looking to Alana.
We'll look up and she'll just say, to save the world, save our family, save everyone.
So cute.
it's a good mission.
And she's like clearly almost crying at this point.
He looks down to you and smiles and says, "The light of Morden be with you. The light of Melora with him. And by the light of Palor and Bahamut, he will live once more." And he begins sitting down beside Valentine and kind of puts his hands out. And you begin to see kind of light cascade around. Over the next hour,
Oh shit.
what do you all do?
Work.
Y'all just gotta chill.
I do not put my swords away. And I'll dismount, but I'm standing there with the blades out.
Okay.
Very angry. And just really biting down a lot of shit.
Okay. In this time, you could take a short rest if anyone wishes to.
You guys should do that.
Yeah.
I won't hold it against you.
I'll do that for a while and then realize I need to bandage myself up because I'm not doing that great. That wall fucked me up.
Hit die, right?
Yeah, solars are no joke. Yes, you can roll hit dice. You can regain, any of your short rest abilities back. For Gord, you regain your spells, though not your Finger of Death. That is a long rest. The rest of it pretty much is just hit dice and Mary's maneuvers and stuff. But an hour of quiet recuperation and no further communication, no anything from this figure, seeming in silence. Valentine, you breathe once more.
Val, are you okay?
I'm just like looking up in the face of Brawley and then this guy.
As you're looking up at Brawley, roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Which dice do I like? Amanda's lucky number, 9.
Roll again.
6.
Okay. Your eyes open. You breathe again. You see this angelic figure. You see Brawley. You're alive.
Thank you to both of you.
I didn't do anything. It was him.
I bet you played a part in it.
I did too.
I don't believe that, though. Oh.
Actually, no, that is true.
Yeah, you did.
Ow. Why are you standing watch over me, Mary? Why are you bandaging yourself?
Shut up. Get the fuck up. And I just grab his wrist and haul him up.
Ow, 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 ow. All right.
Brief, like, bro hug that's super awkward.
Just slams into me.
And then go, like, very awkwardly pretend to be tending to the Pegasus.
Oh, Mira's here. Hey.
The angel now finished in this resurrection. Valentine, you are currently -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, ability checks.
Basically everything. -4 to everything. Okay.
You are a -4 to everything.
Attack, save. Yep.
That's all.
Am I exhausted? Like, is that the exhaustion?
You are not exhausted,
Okay.
though it is kind of in the same vein. It's not
Yeah.
the condition exhaustion.
Oh, yeah.
Every long rest, you drop that by 1.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
It's just the raised dead thing. Same thing that when Valentine casts it.
Resurrection, but yes.
But it's the same with the same way it works as when in the past, right?
Yeah, it's the same as the raised dead penalty.
Ritual spell.
This is just resurrection. I'm just seeing how many hit points you get. You get all your hit points.
Oh, great.
You're full healed.
I basically had full health, dead, back up, baby, full health. Let's go.
Yeah. You regain all hit points.
Amazing.
As your soul is free and willing, you are resurrected by an angel.
I feel bad, but also feel okay.
The angel, as I say, kind of stands up and begins to kind of glide up into the air as Sierra and Gambino are both like at the helm, like they've slowed again. It's like a slow progression, but like they're not taken off into the fog yet. But now they've been like slowly moving just to see
What's happening? Yeah.
everything's been okay. So they got a little closer along the journey over this hour. And he looks over you as you kind of pick yourself back up as Mary helps you up. Says, "You choose your friends wisely, and your family likewise. I do not know the extent to which you travel into, but know it is nothing short of pure evil. You face dark days ahead. I pray you find peace in the light of day that may come, and that your purpose is worthy of this cause." I return to Elysium, for I have failed.
You honor Pelor and Bahamut on this day. You've not failed.
He begins to kind of drift off, and with like a last look to you, Valentine says, "She still looks over you all. She's still with you."
Ooh.
Should we ever meet again in the fields of Elysium, my name is Hadriel. I go now to find my forgiveness. Good luck.
Thank you.
And he just fades.
Ooh, love that.
Just like rest my hands on the railing of this ship. Something tells me after that whole "you're facing the purest of evil" that this wasn't even the hard part. Gambino, your ship got kind of fucked up.
And from the helm, he's like not even talking. He's just like, yeah, no shit.
Keep going. We're not done yet.
Gambino at the helm. With this angelic being gone, you feel the dreadnought kind of begin to pick up speed once more. If there's anything you wish guys to do, you have about an hour of travel here before we move on.
I'll short rest because it'll get my Bardics back, and I would likely just be collapsed resting anyways.
Yeah, you do, despite it not being the actual condition, you feel exhausted.
Yeah.
That's a painful.
Not a fun time.
No, that's a painful resurrection. That's not a good time. Sorry, I need to write something real quick.
How did you guys stop Hadriel from killing us all?
Oh.
Well, we kind of didn't. After, you went down, we just all kind of stopped, and I guess he saw what happened and changed his tune.
That was just my plan. Yeah, it's part of my plan from the start of this thing.
Well, no more dying, okay? We need you.
Okay. Why is Lav's clothing soaking wet?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's this wild magic again, but I caught fire and then I wonder if I could still catch you on fire. Come here, Hondo. Hondo, come here. Hondo, come here. You have your wall of water right there. Come here.
What? Something else.
No, Hondo. Oh,
That's the
my God.
mutual guy.
I could like
he's
brand you
gone.
in a really cool way.
Oh, you guys are into what's weird shit. Branding and new drawings.
She starts running after Hondo.
No.
Hondo can outpace you pretty well here, despite your intelligent speed.
Oh, yeah.
He's a wily motherfucker. And unfortunately, the effect to catch things on fire has faded.
Oh.
Never mind. I can't show you.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
As this second hour since Valentine's Fall in this battle, you've been pushing through this fog, this dead zone, for the second hour. And on the horizon, something massive begins to darken. It looks like a mountain with like 4 spires. Through the fog, just begins to kind of faintly darken ahead. You all signal to Gambino to kind of steer clear, and you begin to feel the shift of the ship as it kind of takes off to the left, and you grow steadily closer to these peaks. You see they're sharpened at their apex, almost like pointed towers, and they do tower over the ship, maybe 3 or 4 stories tall. You pass by and what looks like a mountain range of these jagged peaks, and as you get closer, you can see that from these peaks they connect on this kind of longer, thicker form. And as you drift past, these are not rocky peaks, but clawed fingers attached to the range of an immense muscular arm. Gambino calls out, and the dreadnought begins to kind of angle up higher to grant a better aerial view. You feel the airship kind of shudder for a moment, and there's the hum of the cores. They go dull and deep in an odd way. It kind of struggles to rise, but it does so. And as you take up off through this fog, and the fog kind of begins to dissipate and break, you get a better view, and a dull sense of dread creeps in as the vastness and shadowy crevices and detail of a gargantuan city-sized body sprawled out amongst the stars. The dreadnought shudders again and kind of shudders to a halt above the lower half of this thick body. You can make out not full detail, but you can see a storm kind of along the horizon. There's thunder that rolls across this dead zone. And as you look out across this bloated body, you see pools of decay that run like veins and open wounds like rivers. They pour into the lakes at the base of mountains of flesh. Across the bulging stomach and chest, you just see a swirling mass of black-green energy and bile that roils like a maelstrom. The same energy you've seen Gord summon in some of his darker moments. At the opposite end, towards where the head would be, you see a goat-like skull, and it lies looking down across to the right shoulder, where you can see nearly severed completely from the rest of the swollen body. From this lower left socket, bisecting the jaw and down through the neck, there's a massive blade that ripples with energy, nearly having severed this head from its torso. Lightning crackles in the sky and thunder rolls above. Another roll, ominously close, echoes through the space as you take in this sight, as Hadriel warned, of pure evil. Something so dark that it was torn from history. And for a moment, you do all begin to feel this kind of nausea begin to bubble in your stomachs. And for the briefest moments, as you sit quietly looking over this space, the dreadnought just kind of stops. You take it all in. And then the dreadnought's nose begins to dip and plummet. The arcane cores are shut off completely, and you feel the sudden pull of gravity you've been kind of absent from this whole time, as the entire ship begins to plummet towards Tenebrious. What do you do? Let's think of this as a skill challenge.
Okay.
As the ship is now sinking through the air, plummeting hundreds of feet down into what will be a disastrous crash. What do you do?
I could do a wall of water to cushion it.
You've already used your wall of water today, and it will not help.
Gust of wind.
It's not going to help a full-size ship plummeting. Your little...
My telekinesis can hold 1,000 pounds.
I think this thing's heavier than
Dreadnought
that.
is more than that. But you could, in theory, try and do something with that to try and help the ship kind of steer in certain areas. Try and think of things you can use your abilities, like your actual skills, your stats, to try and attempt to do. You can try and use spells, of course.
Can I use... Sorry, you go.
You go ahead.
Can I use my 7th level fly and like cast it on everyone getting closer? Because after 4th level, I get to cast it on another person. But then if I also use twin spell and I get us all together, then we could all like have the ability to at least.
If you want to put it out in the ether and cast the spell to hit everybody.
Yeah.
I think you have to...
I have to touch them, so they all have to get close to me.
Okay. I mean, you guys at this point would have all kind of gathered close to the hull, the tip of the ship to look over this horrible sight. So I would say you could do that. Go ahead and roll a Wild Magic Surge, just for...
Okay. I'm gonna pick up the dice as it was already on one. 7. Oh my god, 7 looks so much like
That'd be cool.
And I have full sorcery points, so I'd be able to... It says you can twin spell, sorcery point, spells level, so I could just use 7.
And everybody is now imbued with flight.
As a genius move, that could really help us here.
So that you feel you don't have to immediately fly because the ship is plummeting away. If you all flew, you would not be able to like help on the ship. But it does mean you could get away if things are looking bad.
Yeah.
Can I make an Arcana check from having previously put magic into the core? I just want to try and intuit, like, is this worth like saving? Like, can I restart the engine or something?
Absolutely. Go ahead and, as you rush down into where the core is, go ahead and make an Arcana check. We'll call this the first of one of several skill challenge checks.
We have two options. We refire the core, or we teleport the ship.
22.
22, I would consider a success. As you get to the core, and we'll say Hondo is trailing you at this moment with the same concept, the same idea. The core, you can tell from your previous experience and your previous kind of quick training that Gambino ran you through, they are dead. There is no energy. Your understanding of it is if you were to pump some energy into it, it could give them life. It could give the pilot the ability to try and steer and actively use the arcane core to re-engage the lift of this ship. It will take significant levels of spell seducing.
I'll just probably shout that out. We could try and restart the core with our magic.
Okay.
And then I'll let someone else do a skill challenge.
Yep. But I will consider that one success.
Or I'll just have to leave.
I saw that.
Okay.
Allie had to take off for a second. I'll just give you guys time to think then. Think about what you want to do.
So Hannah, look at your skills and see what you could attempt to do using your skills.
So to also give context as well, this is a regular pirate ship as well. It has a mast, it has sails that if you wanted to try and that could create wind resistance or maneuverability to steer. You can try and use your skills to give Gambino, who's currently the pilot, directions using perception or survival to try and do what he can to steer to the best possible landing spot. Think outside the box.
I have an idea. We use the mage. We all have mage hands, or a lot of us do. We use it to steer. And this ship, when the engines die, Gambino should still be able to glide it as a glider. We should be able to do this.
Look at your skills. What could you try and use to tell Gambino that?
You can run up and just tell Gambino that, but if you wanted to try and get this to be in the realm of a glider, you have to go out and actively pull the wings out, so to speak.
Don't do it.
Okay, then in that case, Hondo, I'm going to give you an athletics check to try and actively, using the flight that Lavender has imbued you with, fly around and actively pull the wings and engage the sails of this ship as it's coming down. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Come on, you beefy boy.
15.
There you go, son.
What's your athletics?
Is athletics. 8.
Okay, that's a 23.
Yep.
That's another success for sure. Hondo, you are, for the remainder of this challenge, you are out, as that is going to be your goal, is to actively engage the ship's not natural, but its regular abilities to fly. Anything else from anybody else who wants to give it a shot?
So probably we're using our skills, trying to basically skill challenge this shit. Hondo's just ripping out the wings. I just investigated the core, and I'm like, okay, I could probably restart this with some magic. But straight up skill challenge, if you look at your skills, what do you think you could try and do to help this ship out?
Hit something? Yeah, all of my skills is just hitting, strength, fixing with Smith's tools.
Well, that might be something. Or you might want to, I don't know. What could you do with this?
Is there anything that would require fixing with Smith's tools, though, that would help the ship? Actually help it?
Currently, Smith tools would not get you. You don't have the time to really do anything with Smith tools in this sudden plummet. I would say if you wanted to, in your realm, using your strength and athletics, you can do an athletics check as well, and do something similar to Hondo. However, the DC is higher, as Hondo has already taken that.
Okay.
So it'll be a very, very hard skill, and I'll bullshit some way that it has an effect. But if you make it, it's another success. So
still worth it. You're strong.
Yeah, I'll try.
Athletics.
Okay. So my athletics is 10, and then I just rolled a 12, 22.
Okay. you are aiding, and you're doing very well to help Hondo in pulling, as you're also imbued with flight, thanks to Lavender. You're able to pull some of the other kind of wings out, and you're trying to maneuver some of the sails. However, your lack of knowledge of ships and sailing, you're just trying to follow along, and you're helping, but not enough to make a big enough change to what Hondo has already kind of started down the path. So unfortunately, not high enough.
No problem.
But
Well.
a totally worthwhile attempt.
How fast are we falling?
Hello, Beeb.
Yeah, he's talking in the background. What I wanted to try to do, I mean, if part one may not make sense, it may just be easier to stay on the ship. I was going to try to get on Mira and try to get ahead and try to, in a way that I'm not going to get hit by this thing if it tries to catch up with me. If that's not going to work, if it's going faster than that would, to skip that part. But I want to try to take a look to see if there's somewhere that's a safer place to land.
Yep. You can either make a survival or perception check.
Perception. Please do not fuck me. Jesus. I am rolling complete trash.
You might have luck.
I don't know. I can't remember if I used it last game or not.
I don't think you would have used luck for anything the last game. There was no reason for it. Off the top of my head, if I'm wrong, I'm the DM, and I'm going to say you have your luck.
So this is a lucky moment.
Yeah, I know. I don't want us all to die.
You don't have to.
I know. I'll use it.
Okay.
Lav just shouted, "Can I use Ben Luck?" But I don't think she can use it for someone else.
For a skill challenge, I'm gonna I'm not gonna.
Everything's happening all at the same time.
Yeah.
That was better. That was 21 total.
21 total?
12 total first, and now it's 21 total.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Per perception.
A 21 is a success. So as Mary on Mira doing a full dash, as Mira is just blasting forward, the ship is plummeting rather fast, but you guys are moving even faster, and you just careen over the side and just begin scanning and scouring the landscape. Firstly, you notice this is a horrifying place. This is the literal necrotic, rotting body of a dead god. It is as close to the abyss or a plane of negative energy as you could possibly get to. And there are things flying in the sky. You see these black-winged, massive creatures of shadow. You see on the ground, coming up out of the ooze of wounds, creatures, small creatures, big creatures. You see something burrowing beneath flesh, like a worm just working its way underneath the skin of this landscape. However, from the kind of lower half of this massive body, you do see kind of where the bloated stomach has kind of imploded into this maelstrom on the one side. It does kind of have made this sloped valley almost. That looks like it could be, there's less jagged bullshit and less rivers of bile to careen into. So you would say it's not a horrible place to land if you had to. You can translate that to Gambino just as well.
Yeah.
That's 3 successes and 1 fail. I'm going to say one more shot from anybody who wants to try and make anything happen here.
Can I do it?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna run or get to where the steering area is, because I was there before.
In the helm?
Yeah, in the helm. And then I'm gonna investigate to see if there's anything that I can do to stop the falling.
Sure, make an investigation check.
So that is...
It's funny because my fast...
22.
No more.
14 plus 8?
24. Oh, no, you're right.
Wait.
Yeah.
You see Gambino at the helm, and the helm is just shaking. You see Sierra just kind of aghast and rushing around trying to figure something out, but she's not prepared for this moment. And Gambino is basically, if there was a gear to pull back on, he's like white knuckled on the chair, and it's just a mental kind of thing. So he's just white knuckled, trying his best to pilot and steer, and hearing from Mary that this is where to land, and hearing the boys shout out about the core, trying to imbue it with some magic, some energy. Lavender, you rush up, and on the panel of the hull, the panel kind of control panel, you see that there are the controls to try and basically use the cannon, and you also see a couple of other controls that are kind of like this would be the time to deploy countermeasures, we'll call them, and using your investigation and your abilities and your knowledge and understanding of how this technology works from your previous time, I'll give you a success in applying that knowledge, and it kind of is like a fail-safe that you feel a little bit, and those of you down in the core area, it's like a little bit of reserve, like a generator kicks in and infuses the cores with just a little bit of energy. It's just a last ditch pump in a little bit of energy, so they have a little bit of power to them. I'll give you a success on that. And I'll give Val and Gord chance if Gord or Valentine want to try and pump some magic into the cores, I'll give you this chance to do that now.
Yeah,
if you don't want to, totally fine, but you have a chance to dump in some energy.
Yeah, I'll throw a fourth in there.
Okay. And you watched as Lavender, something happened, and some of the core kind of kicked on a little bit, but it's flickering. You put in a fourth. Gord, are you going to do anything or no?
No, I don't really have anything.
Okay. Valentine, you pump in a little bit of magic, and you hope it had some effect. As at this point, Val, you being at the core, you are unaware of how close things are to disaster.
Oh gosh.
Lav, you are up in the helm, and you do see that Mary has kind of instructed, and Gambino is doing his best to kind of steer and careen the ship to a safe space. Gord, do you want to be with Val or with Hondo?
Who would you rather die?
Val.
Val? Okay.
Who would you rather die with?
Gord is beside Valentine in this kind of core area as the ship is careening down. Mary on Mira, Alana, and Hondo, you guys are completely free of the ship as it careens into the ground. I'm going to see. You ended up making 4 successes and 1 failure. So the DC has decreased significantly thanks to your successes, though it is an incredibly hard DC to begin with. So that's good that there's 4 successes. Technically 3 with 1 failure. So Gambino, as the pilot, is going to make a navigation check to try and see if this was enough. Wow, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. With all of that, on a DC 25, I rolled a 27. Oof. It's way closer than I thought it was going to be. It was a natural 4 on the die.
Oh God, Gambino, what are we doing?
Yeah, the ship, as Hondo and Allie, you guys pull away with imbued with flight thanks to Lavender. Lav, do you want to remain at the helm, or in this last moment, do you want to dip?
I guess dip where though? Is the helm covered?
Yep.
Or is it open?
No, it's got a glass dome cover, glass and steel.
Okay, so then I want to get out of that. I want to be able to kind of
watch it,
be flown up if I want to. Yeah.
You got it. So, Hondo, Allie, and Mary, you are clear entirely. I need dexterity saves from Gord and Valentine, and Lavender, but Lav, you have advantage.
You got it.
20.
Ooh, look at you.
Dex save?
Dex save, please.
19. Oh, actually, it would be 20.
Ooh, okay. The DC is 20, so you guys are just skating by here.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. I've not
You have
disadvantage.
negative
but-
4.
Yeah. So my first roll was 15, so 11.
Unfortunately, that is a fail.
Yeah.
But with your amassed successes, the impact is not so bad. The ship comes crashing down, and it does indeed crash land, and it comes careening down into this valley that, Mary, you saw at the base of this kind of bubble flesh stomach. And it careens and skids to the side. You can see just pieces are flying off the bottom of the hull, and it skips and lands up and grinds to a halt. Gord and Lavender, with your preparations and the ability to fly actually being hugely successful and helpful here, you manage to kind of, at the moment of impact, you just lift off the ground, and the ship kind of crashes and moves around you as you're just held flying in stasis, taking no damage whatsoever.
Oh, phew.
Valentine, unfortunately, you do suffer 27 points of bludgeoning damage as you are focused on the core and just thrown into the steel and hull and just ragdolled.
Come on, man. I give you the ability to fly.
Syrah just getting her ass kicked today also fails.
Syrah's
Gambino takes a little bit of damage, but is kind of protected in the actual the pilot's kind of protections. The ship finally skids to a halt. The three of you and Mira who are flying catch up. Hondo, Allie, Mary, you guys all catch up to the ship, and you do see the impact has significantly damaged the hull, but it's not completely destroyed. It is still maneuverable. And as you all kind of begin to make your way, Gambino pops the helmet off and looks to you, Lavender, and says, "Well, that was a fucking right."
Yeah, I mean, I've saved the ship almost twice now. I don't know. Is anybody counting that?
I don't know if I would say you saved it. I'm pretty sure I'm the fucking pilot here.
I'm pretty sure I took the wheel for a second there, bub. Okay, you know what? This energy is toxic. There's already a lot of negativity going around. I'm just happy to see we're all good here.
You're not wrong. Let's go see the damages done. Over the next couple of minutes, you guys reconvene.
I just drag my corpse out of.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yo, Valentine, you want some go-go juice?
Not yet. I want to see the rest of this.
That's so stupid. I'm gonna do a heal.
I want to hear what the DM had to say.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No. Healing is important, especially in
Kill me then. He's giving us a moment.
valleys of death.
Okay, I'm gonna 4th level. Which one's the higher? I'm gonna 4th level cure wounds him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Big
What a
heals.
friend.
21.
Great.
Son.
Almost back up full.
Oh, you sounded so much more injured.
Just fucking died. I
didn't
died.
even look
I
at
got
that.
thrown around a ship.
I would have maybe saved it.
It's very necessary.
Okay,
as
there we
you
go.
do manage to heal up Valentine from his scrapes, he's fine. What a bitch, just whining. You do let Gambino and Syrah kind of take over and look at the extensive damage, and the few of you who know, the hull is going to take several hours to repair, and the cores just seem to be fighting against the energy of this plane, though they are slowly repairing. Val and those of you arcane casters, you recognize that they have been instantly pulled in the dead zone of this space, instantly drained, I should say. But with the reinfusion are slowly kind of working their way back up, but they will take a long time. And Gambino looks at you all after about 10-15 minutes of investigating, looking over the ship. And says, well, looks like we're going to be here for at least a day, if not more. Looks at his wrist, at the forearm brand that was the kind of guiding light, so to speak. Says, well, also, you're not a fucking idiot. You know we're here. We made it. And he kind of holds his arm up and kind of does a little circle and points kind of what we'll consider north, but towards the head. Says, our boy's that way. Look, I think we don't want to be here any longer than you do. I think we, Sarah and I, and what's left of the fucking crew, I'm gonna stay back and try and repair the ship. While you guys go and do your job.
Yeah, no, I think that's wise. That way, eh?
Seems to be. From our first glance over, looks like I'd imagine towards the head.
I'm gonna take out the Wayfinder sphere.
Okay.
Just to remind myself I have it. Within 60, cool. Oh, it can help. Okay, I'll look at it later. If that needs to map it, I might use it later, but I'll just put it in. Any last advice as we go out on this suicide journey?
Yeah, sure. Don't die.
Okay.
Seems like good advice. Especially for you.
Yeah, I already didn't listen to that today, so good advice.
Look, I have this brand. I could come along, but I don't think that is wise. You're going to need a way out of there. And if we can get this up and running, we'll come and scoop. So I have a feeling we're going to be running as quick as we fucking can.
We have any way to quickly contact you?
Not unless you already have it. I got nothing more. We're running bare bones on this.
If I'm alive, if we get this thing, we could always try and teleport right here to the ship and get out of here.
I was just thinking, is there anything we can grab from the ground that's not like literally dead flesh? Like, is there any piece of rock, anything? Or if we take a little tiny piece of the ship, would that work?
For the teleport, like 100% confirmation.
Yeah.
You could take either of those, and I would allow it. No, I would allow the land, not the ship, because then you could teleport to the ship wherever.
Ship's hard. It's moving around.
Let's say, as you go ahead and hop off onto the ground, first thing you notice is it does feel hard and look like stone at first glance. And Mary, as you kind of dig your sword into what looks like rock, it does in fact appear to be like petrified rock, but more petrified flesh. And as you kind of pierce your dagger, your swords, you can carve away a piece for sure for this purpose. And as you carve underneath, you can see, you pull it up, and it's just like fleshy, red-black kind of right underneath the surface of this like petrified gray ash. There's like this red, black, and green coated mucousy skin.
I don't like it.
It's gross. It's super gross.
So either we get this thing, teleport back here to this spot, if you haven't had the ship, or once you get the ship up and running, you try and get it closer to where your little scar shows. And back when we were trying to save the fourth seal from breaking, remember there was the whole, you see a bunch of my eldritch blasts in the air, please come running. Maybe that's just our play again.
Aye, we'll keep eyes peeled. Hopefully we're up and running before you need to be actually running.
Yeah.
But we'll see. My estimate here with the crew we have, it's basically going to be Sierra and I. We're looking at probably at least a day. And then hopefully the cores don't get fully drained. I don't know enough about this place. Magic shit and all this shit is not my cup of tea.
Is it worth us even resting here? Are we in a rush? Would it be insane to rest here and then start out tomorrow?
There were a lot of very scary looking shadow flying demon monsters around when I was trying to find a place to land this bitch. So I'm pretty sure the longer we stick around, the more we're going to attract attention.
It was a pretty loud land.
Yeah, it's true. Wasn't that subtle, eh? Then smash and grab, I guess, is the way to do it.
Okay.
How long have we been awake, Kyle?
You guys are going to need a rest soon, but you're looking more at because technically this is the same day as the Morkoth battle, then the Angel battle. So you guys are looking towards the end of the day. You're probably got, if you were to travel either on foot or fly, however you wanted to travel, before you're starting to push into the realm of exhaustion, you might only have 2 to 3 hours, but that could be enough.
Guys, we don't even know, like...
You can use some time here if you wanted to like try and scout and get an idea of distance. The longer you sit, though, the bigger target you paint.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, they're going to have to sit here anyways, though, is the thing. It's not like Gambino's going anywhere.
Sure.
It's just if we stretch into exhaustion, guys, I'm already feeling like shit like it is. I could easily get real tired. Mm-hmm. And then it would make everything even more hard. Whereas if what's day, what's night here? If we had a long rest here, if we tried to sleep here to recuperate, like Brawley, you're low, Mary, you're low, Hondo, you're low.
The only, we could rest here. We need to be prepared for that being interrupted.
Yeah, but
it will be. It will be interrupted. And potentially, admittedly, if we leave them and this ship gets attacked, there goes our exit strategy.
Might make sense to rest here, help guard. They can recover. Hell, maybe if they can drive, they can get us a little bit closer and we can jump off. Guys, remember the Abyss when we fucking had to try and rest in the Temple of Carval? It was terrible. There was one point we locked ourselves in a closet and there's a bunch of zombies trying to break down the door. I don't want to do that shit again.
That doesn't sound very restful.
No, we were trying to make 2 people sleep while the others are holding a zombie door from bursting open. It's fucking terrible.
If we do, we need to make sure that we have as many people on watch as possible.
Yeah.
So that if anything happens, potentially see how many people can handle it on their own before anything else happens. And that many people, so we have enough people completely prepared if anything should happen. Secondarily, I don't know if I'll call out to Gambino. I don't know if you or yours, looking at Sierra, have any kind of way to disguise anything that might at least keep the less intelligent beings.
We could do minor illusion and make a wall.
I can't do that.
Wall. You need a big wall to cover up the dreadnought.
Could I do that with minor illusion?
Minor illusion's like a 5x5, isn't it?
Yeah, you need a major
like a
image.
hologram.
You need a major image and possibly bigger than that.
Also, when you said that, Nate went like,
Nate doesn't like that.
Yeah, minor illusion is not going to help.
Very well, sorry, Nate.
Would you consider this Titan's body, whatever this thing is, stone for like a wall shape or no?
Technically, no. It's petrified.
That makes sense. Yeah. Guys, I'm in favor of us staying here. Rest up. We do watches 3 and 3. If we get through this watch, I could be a little more spry in the morning. Because if we get some exhaustions in this party, we'd be fucked.
We're going to be staying here. Will it be worth for any of you magic folks to help the core out so that is potentially ready a little faster?
God, you're good. Yes, it would be a good idea. be a great idea. I could get Fern back.
One note, this is not a don't do it. I think you guys have all made very valid points. But one note is, if you are resting and you get attacked and it happens consistently, it will void the rest.
Yeah.
Like you can't sleep an hour, fight something, sleep an hour, fight something. If it depends on how things play out. You have made a big entrance. There's very likely something coming.
Mm-hmm.
How much? How quickly you can defeat it? Is it worth just that? That is something to consider. This place right now is not a safe place to rest, but it is a place you could rest.
Yeah. Versus consider we're gonna have to rest somewhere else.
Yeah.
Something does know we're coming. You said, Mary, there's some spooky bats out there anyways. If we to try and settle this quickly, I vote we stay. For let's just vote. What do you want to do?
You got it.
Mary, vote. You want to stay or go?
Fair option. Shit. I don't know. I need to think about it.
All right.
Sorry, also my baby's gonna cry in a second, so I will be gone for a minute because I have to change a diaper. I'll be back.
I was just gonna say, why don't you guys out of character mull this over and we take a short break? Hope you're enjoying this week's episode. If you like what we're doing here, check out the other videos on our YouTube channel, including D&D tips, discussions, recaps, character interviews, and more. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Hexplorers DnD, or join us in the live chat when new episodes premiere on YouTube each Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for watching. Now back to the episode. As we jump back in, what is the decision of the party? Are you guys going to remain at the crash site and rest, or are you going to try and get a couple hours of travel and potentially rest, or see what happens?
I vote rest here.
I could go for a rest.
We need one more vote. Hondo, thumbs up. That's majority.
You got it. Resting here. You guys can basically, after the day you've had, I think pretty easily fall into a rest rather quickly.
Yeah.
And knowing what you have on the horizon. Is there anything you guys want to do to prepare for said rest? And potential watches and such?
I'll, even before the rest, just get Fern back. That'll take 10 minutes, I think.
That was an hour for some reason, but maybe it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, just 10 on that.
You got it.
Anyone want to put magic into the giant gem thingies? Or are we saving those in case of...
I can put another one in, but then maybe I'll save some more. So I'll put in 2 firsts, my pact magic to the core, and then my last fourth into it.
Okay. 2 firsts and a fourth. You got it.
So I've put 2 fourths.
Total
basically put 10
10
slots. Yeah.
Which, as you notice, as you do, like, you can see it hungrily takes in the energy, and you can see that, like, it's slowly trying to recharge, but there seems to be a negative presence that is, in the ether of this zone, fighting it back.
And then if we want to talk order of rest, I'm just going to write a Fern back. Fern.
Mm-hmm. Fern is alive.
Kyle, we need 3 rests, right? 3 watches.
In theory, you would need 3 watches to get through everybody, though you do have Crew and Gambino that you could, in theory, try and pass off to, but that would defer how long that they have to repair the ship.
I see.
I would almost say, like, even if we can get... I don't know if they're resting, but at least get either he or Sierra at least conscious and ready in case something comes to fuck us up to help. Like, ready to just in case something attacks us. Does that make sense? Or are they resting?
Sierra would probably go for rest while Gambino worked on the ship, and then they would trade off.
Okay. At least one of them, even though they're working on the ship, like, if something's going to come attack us, and it's only going to take 5 minutes to deal with, they can help and then go back to repairing the ship. Is that feasible?
Yeah, they would be able to. They wouldn't continue repairing the ship while some deadly monster is outside. They would.
That's what I mean. So it's like, so we could potentially, even if we did ourselves 2, 2, and 2, there's at least a third person there.
Yeah, 100%. They'd be around. They'd be available for a fight, though it may take them a significant amount of time to get to said fight.
Yeah.
Because they'll be working on the bottom of the ship or in the core area or on the hull. There's a bunch of spaces that need significant work.
Okay, I only have her for 8 hours total. So I guess there's like probably, 6 hours left?
No, you brought her into the battle. There was an hour for resurrection. There was an hour of travel. Right. And then another hour or two. It's been 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, well, for however much remaining time I have, I won't have her flying because that seems like it's just going to attract even more attention. But just like up top of wherever she can get highest comfortably, and just kind of use as like a watching the skies, just to let us know if anything's going to attack us from above.
So sorry, she's not flying, but where is she?
Like just the highest point that she can get, where she can see up, like on the ship. I don't know how the ship's laying, whatever.
Well, if you wanted to, you could position her up in kind of like the mountainous regions of this kind of valley you're in. Like
I would say,
on the edge.
For her, I mean, she's an intelligent creature. Use her discretion to a place where she can see shit, and also let me know if something's going down, because there's also a distance thing, right?
Yeah, it's pretty long right now, I think, though. I think you have a mile's worth of telepathic communication.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So she would be comfortable pretty much anywhere. But yeah, if you want to position her, that's fine.
Okay.
What else do you guys want to do to begin this rest?
Who wants to go first?
If we did Mary first I was just trying to write this down. So this is my game plan. We can chat about it. Lav Mary could do first watch. Brawley Gord could do second watch. And then Sierra, Val, and Hondo could be on the third watch. That allows Sierra to rest first. Technically, what's his face?
Gambino's around.
Gambino could watch with Gord and Brawley, because he's probably pretty wise.
Well, he's not going to be watching, though. He's going to be busy helping the ship. But he's at least around in case shit goes sideways, yeah.
Yeah. So we could do Lav Mary on first watch, then second watch, Gambino starts working, Gord and Brawley are on watch, and then third watch. Gord, Brawley, what's your, is someone perceptive amongst you? I know you're not the best, Brawley, but...
My perception is 0, so it's not great.
Hondo, what's yours?
I mean, you can still roll well, even if your perception's 0. You can still roll well.
Or what'd you say yours was?
12.
+9.
That's pretty good.
I thought his was good.
Mary, what's yours?
I think it's like a 6.
So Lav has -1. So
But I also have a Pegasus helping out, so.
That's true.
I'm persuasive, but not perceptive.
I'm the opposite.
Why don't Why don't Pirate Twins have the same watch?
That would be my nightmare. Hondo to win.
So Hondo and Gord could watch second. That gets us some good coverage with some good people with perception. And then Brawley, Sierra, and I will have the last watch. Because I got really high perception. But I do have a negative penalty, but it's still higher than everyone.
Okay. As we begin then, Mary, roll a stealth check for Mira. And then I'll have you do a perception check for her as well.
Okay. I have some baby balancing to do.
I can do it over here if you want.
No, I got it now. I just had to reorganize him. Stop it. Her stats. I don't remember where her stats are.
She has +2 dexterity, so it'd be +2, whatever D20.
Yeah, that's all it is. Okay. Let's see here.
She has +4 perception rolls.
Yeah.
Come on, Mirabelle.
Oh, girl.
Oh, D&D Beyond, you suck.
Wow.
She rolled a 7.
That is like your mirror, though. That tail's always going.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
Seldy.
a little too happy all the time.
Okay.
So
And
that's well, it's a 7 on the dice.
so 9 total. And then
Yeah.
can you make a perception check for her separately than whoever's on first watch, which I believe was you and somebody else.
Yeah, laugh as well.
This perception itself is separate from the entire crash site. It's mirror.
Oh, much better.
It's +4.
Said it was a +4, right? So it's
Yep.
21.
Oh wow. Okay.
She has all her hit points back. I gotta make sure. I
Where does everybody begin to go to rest?
Yeah, true. I think I'll rest by the core.
Is everyone resting together? Who are resting, or are you going to?
Well, we might as well rest together, yeah, in case something scary happens. We could all wake each other up. Is there enough room in the core room?
Not really, but there is room outside the core room,
Sweet.
just outside at least.
I'll have a
just feel like,
puddle.
wouldn't Gambino be working in there?
Right now, they're focusing on the hull, so it's not going to be peaceful sleep either, as there's work happening on the ship. So it's going to be a check for everybody in a second.
Cool.
Everybody is, with the exception of Lavender and Mary, everyone else is going to sleep now?
Yeah. Hondo, I guess we can't do that. Never mind. It's going to try and inspire us for this check, but it's like a sleep check. Probably can't do that.
Yeah, no, it takes over the process of an hour or several hours in this case. So no inspirations and no ability modifier tides chaos.
Bullshit.
Business.
Or Kyle, completely unrelated question. Did you feed the dogs?
I did not feed the dog, no.
Cool. Okay.
She'll be fine. I came down and got a beer, took a piss,
Prepped a bottle.
prepped a bottle,
back.
came back out. Okay, so as you guys begin your rest in this valley of death on the body of a dead god, Lavender or Mary, you can either individually make perception checks or one of you with advantage. For your
Let's have you do it, Mary.
Mary with
I shall
advantage then.
inspire you to be
Oh, great.
perceptive.
Great idea.
Sure. As Mary makes her roll.
With advantage. So
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1 again.
you have a
And?
D6 to add to this, by the way.
And a
What-
so it would have been 12, but I get to add a d6. I'm not rolling well today. Oh, at least I rolled a 5 on that, so 17.
17. Okay.
Wow.
And then Mira rolled like insane.
21.
Mira rolled very high, but very low stealth.
Mhm.
Yeah, her stealth is trash.
And I don't know the proper telepathic message she would send you as the first hour or so gets underway. But you feel more emotion than verbal response at about an hour into this. And actually, even with the 17 perception, you hear the whinny of a pained Pegasus and a small scuffle and battle happening up in the upper reaches of where Mira went to watch from. And you can see briefly the kind of swooping of a dark shadowed creature and Mira tangling together as she flies off and away to try and draw it away from your rest. But you feel Mira eventually fade in combat. Though, for the first short time, that was enough to distract the first kind of wave of creatures. That she was a good kind of first line of defense. Those of you who've been sleeping, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Val -4.
Okay.
Go ahead. Hondo,
8.
you're good. Hondo's good.
17.
You're good.
Fucking tough people. 8.
8. Okay. Gord, con save.
Six.
Oh man, us casters.
The two of you, you're not exhausted in the condition, but you've not had restful sleep thus far. You cannot be a part of the next watch, and you cannot be a part of any watch through this night if you want that long rest.
Okay, it's good to know.
The two of you have to kind of sit out on watches if you want to get the full rest.
I'm gonna keep sleeping. I'm just so tired
Oh my god.
tonight.
You die and you think you can take no rest, no break from the rest.
I just don't. I'm really tired.
Fine, I'll keep doing it.
No, you don't have to.
If you keep doing it, you're gonna have the same problem, Amanda.
Hondo can do it next with Gambino.
Okay.
I'll tell Fern. Fern, help out on last watch.
Okay. Fern will-
I'll pass on the message about how Mira was able to like draw things away, and if anyone has any ideas about like doing something similar, that it would be a good idea.
Cool.
So sorry, who's on this next watch?
This, according to my notes, will be Gambino, Gord, and Hondo, unless Gord wants to skip it to get the benefits of a long rest.
Yeah, Gord, you would have to skip this if you wanted to get long rest.
Does Gord
I'll skip it.
need a long rest?
Gord doesn't have to sleep, but he needs a rest to recuperate abilities.
Oh, his abilities. That's right.
Abilities
cool
and
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
So your hit dice, like you still need rest, even like an elf only needs a trance, but you still need a rest. You still need to be down for a period of time.
Gotcha.
So he doesn't. But if it's not like he doesn't have to be unconscious, would like the noise bother it?
I'm gonna rule it as yes, as like
He's
there's
got to
like
focus.
he still has to focus on regaining his abilities, and like there would still be a rest component to it, even if he doesn't need to sleep. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Regardless, Gord sits out. Hondo, if you want to make a perception check with advantage, Gambino will assist you.
Come on, Hondo. Let's go, baby.
All right.
Perception
at advantage as Gambino takes a break from working on the ship.
Okay.
And you've noticed that the work has kind of dwindled as people have also gone to rest. You also notice, Hondo, as you continue to make the second roll.
Same.
Oh, great.
Okay. With your perception bonus, which is quite a bit.
It's 12, yes.
Yeah. The two of you on the kind of deck of the ship see the remaining crew as they cease work for the time to try and let some of their crew sleep as well. So the sound does lessen, which is nice. But you see, before they all come to rest, the crew dragging out 4 bodies of fallen crew members from the crash. They drag them out about 80 feet in just make a pile of their bodies just out in the open, about 80, 90 feet away. And then they come back and go for a rest. As Gambino kind of looks out to them, looks at you and just kind of shrugs, like, casualties of war and all that. You know how it is. But for the remainder of this watch, surprisingly quiet.
Good.
Well, I'm just gonna ask Gambino something.
Good. You have a couple hours with him.
Gambino, what do you think of setting off a minor explosion just to send a warning sign?
Warning sign to who?
Well, it's a warning sign to the signal that we're coming.
Where do you want to be setting this explosion?
I'm thinking about a 50 to 100 feet away, just as sort of as a distraction. If anyone is near, it will draw them away.
I like the idea. I like you're trying to think outside the box. However, your box is real fucking tiny. You know? And I don't for the life of me know how you captained a ship, and in fairness, I know how easily you lost that ship. So I suppose I do know. Here's why that's a fucking dumb idea. Rather than a warning, these creatures don't seem overly intelligent. There seems to be a lot of just kind of undead here. They're fucking dumb. They come when you make an explosion. I know that quite well. I do that where I live. I make a big fucking sound so all of the things come at me and we can fucking kill them. And it's really fun. I quite enjoy it. I enjoy it when it's on my own terms. This ain't on my own terms. I don't know what lies out there. You want to go and make an explosion, you go stand about 5 feet beside that explosion and you wait. I'm going to stay over here. I'm not going to stop you though.
I might still consider this explosion.
Now,
but I will not do it yet.
Let's play it out though. Let's say.
I'll see what happens.
Let's play it out though. Let's say, maybe not here, maybe not now. That's fucking stupid. But let's say you do want to try that same idea. Then you know where you got a target ahead of you. Well, you throw a distraction explosion to make them think you're over there. Not because you're standing over fucking there, you dumbass. Because you want them over there so you can attack, right? So think like that. Don't think about bringing things to you. Think about bringing things elsewhere so you can go and do something else, right?
I'll go scout the terrain.
You're not grasping what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. Whatever we do, we gotta know our surroundings here.
Well, that part is true. I'll give you that. You want to go scout? Go nuts. If you die, you die. You know. I will not be sending up a warning flare that you're getting attacked. If you get attacked, you're on your fucking own.
Understood.
Do you want to make your way out through this valley?
I'm going to do a quick check around.
Sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Yeah, you are stealthy as 5.
Yeah, for all of Gambino's ribbing, you are actually skilled at this. Plus
you add to that 12 plus 1.
12, and my stealth is 15.
Very quietly, you begin to make your way through this valley, past these bodies that have been laid out of the former crew members. You didn't know them, but it does seem a little harsh to be just thrown out on their backs in this godforsaken place. But you progress forward, and you kind of follow this valley for a little while, and kind of begin climbing up onto the kind of left mountain side of this. What from above was the outer banks and outer folds of skin of this bloated stomach. You begin making your way up alongside the side of this embankment, the side of this mountainous region. And as you kind of crest the top, and you take about 30-45 minutes of your kind of watch to go on this little walkabout, you reach the top, and looking down the other side, you just see that massive maelstrom sea of bile and necrosis that just seems to spread for miles. You can also see way off to the north, we'll say, where the head is, and that massive blade rising from the head. Go ahead and make a this will be an intelligence check, and add your proficiency if you're proficient in navigator's tools, which I believe you are. Ooh, that's pretty good.
And sorry, to say that again?
So it'll be intelligence and proficiency, because I think you're proficient in navigator's tools.
So intelligence check is +1, and proficiency +5.
So +6 to 16. Okay. You can, judging the distance, just with your navigator's eye, judging like you can see how the valley kind of ends up rising up along what would be like the ribs of this body, and along the chest up to the neck, up to the head, where there seems to be your end goal. You look at what's probably 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. 4 hours of stealthy travel. 2 to 3 if you move fast and are less stealthy. And you wager that you can make that in that time on full rest and everything. So you have a pretty good idea. And actually, you have a pretty good eye of the path to make your way there. Through this valley, up along the ribs, across the chest, and basically can kind of walk along the blade of that is kind of severing into the chest. You can take the blade right up into where it's kind of severed under the mouth, towards under the eye socket, towards the head. In that time frame, you get a pretty good idea of that. Likewise, even with just your passives, you can see all along the banks of the bile ocean that's before you, but along the banks of any of these kind of rivers that you can see of this kind of almost like ooze glowing green bile, you can see creatures pulling themselves up and out of the earth, the ooze. Undead creatures, ghouls, ghasts, zombies. Like, this place is death and is making more. That's what you see.
Okay, I will return back then.
Wise move.
About 2 hours after you left that conversation with Gambino, you return. He hasn't really moved. He's been on watch, and surprisingly, it's been a quiet pass. With the valley having grown quiet in the absence of working on the ship, he says, "I'm actually surprised to see you come back. At least all in one piece. Thought you would have been missing a chunk."
Not this guy. I know my way around.
Well, good for you. Let's say we pack it in.
I hear ya.
Good. And the two of you pack it in for the next and final watch of the night.
Syrah, Fern, Brawley.
You got it.
Okay.
I'm going to say, Brawley, go ahead with the perception check with advantage.
Okay.
Aided by Fern.
Ooh.
Syrah's not really helping.
16.
Okay.
16, nice. Great.
Yeah.
Wow. My fault. Why do I put safe passage and safe rest in options? Why do I even bother? For the last few hours, Syrah is not even beside you. She doesn't even come near you. But with the comfort of Fern, you feel pretty confident that nothing has come down into this valley. You hear some sounds out in the, like, echoing through the valley. Just kind of gnashing and kind of sounds that you've been familiar with of undead creatures, kind of not even howling, but like this kind of echoing just roar of the undead. And it's distant. It doesn't sound like it's very close. But surprisingly, yeah, a quiet last couple hours, and you were all able to accomplish a long rest.
That's huge.
Surprising to me. The first roll was like the flying creatures, so I was like, I'll give them a break and I'll have the Pegasus eat it up.
It's
That's
flying.
cool. Mary set that up. I'm going to reward that. And then the next two rolls are safe. Why do I put safe passage?
Why do I work so hard on this
I
table?
got all these fucking undead cool things. That's okay. We're not there yet.
Why did I work so hard?
At the end of the rest, Valentine, you're at -3 to all your checks. So you've you've moved that up a little bit. You all regain your hit points, half your hit dice. So not all of your hit dice. Keep that in mind. After a long rest, you only get half. So if you burn through all of them, you only get half back.
D&D Beyond does that automatically.
Does it? Sick. Good job, D&D
Yeah.
Beyond. Lavender,
Yes.
you've had
Person
a pretty
points.
harrowing experience. And you're gonna pick up Rosie for like comfort.
You got a song.
Comfort dog.
Yeah, sorry.
You've had a pretty harrowing experience these last couple of days, but they have aided you in growth, and you level up.
Oh!
As you are currently 2 levels behind everybody else, you jump up to level 14 after this long rest. Now only 1 behind everybody else. But on your own little journey of self-discovery and power, you can go ahead and do any leveling up you want to do now or before the next game, because I think we're going to finish here.
Cool.
Okay. Also, you're right. Lavender's been making moves. Okay?
She flew a ship.
She flew a ship.
She set Hondo on
She made other
fire.
people fly.
Yeah, you've been doing lots of cool shit. I think it definitely worthy of a level up, and probably needed.
Probably needed for this.
Going into this. Thanks for tuning in. Join us next time as the Wildcards trek across petrified flesh and bile toward the skull of a dead god. There will be a new episode up every Tuesday, so stay tuned. But until then, keep exploring.